She did. It took her a long time to get into toys. She would rip them all apart.
Oh, okay.
She'd just rip them apart and would be like, you can't give them. How old's Mabel?
She'll be 4 July 10th. Allegedly.
Allegedly. It's fun. Dog birthdays are funny because it really is like, we're making this up.
100%.
We weren't there to sign a fucking certificate.
2:25 p.m.
Mabel
and her 15 brothers entered the earth.
She was number 12 out of 15, and she came into the world with a roar. She beat her cases.
Yeah, we're good. I freaking lost the remote to her e-collar this morning, like when I was out on a walk. I mean, she's still like collar wise in the sense that she's like comes when I say come.
Sure.
But I just ordered another one, and the whole thing cost me $300, and just the remote is $160. I'm like, ugh, so I had to call.
Wait, so half of it's just the remote?
Yeah.
And it shocks them?
I mean,
or just gives them like a hey.
I've shocked her a total of 4 times. And like I worked with Justin, I went to like training sessions, so I wasn't just like, oh.
I mean, it's crazy how many dog owners probably just slap it on and then they go like,
including my own mother.
Really?
Yes, she has a pit bull. She's like, I just grab the remote sometimes, and then he's quiet. I'm
what
like, you did this wrong.
What a Boston mom.
So Boston. She's like, he's fucking backing. I'm zapping.
You back, you zap. Back zap. The new caller from Karen's mom.
Did I say no backing or did I say no backing?
It's just a fucking faulty wire we hooked to your dog's neck.
I texted Andrew Russell from WME.
Yeah.
He's the only agent I know. When that Karen Reed got like the script or whatever, the biopic, like she's selling her rights to the story. You know Karen Reed?
I mean, so anyone, I think people outside of Massachusetts aren't as aware.
Into it as we are. I'm sure
I mean,
Katie's
it is
all over it. Yeah.
It is your guys'
Super Bowl.
It is crazy.
We love it.
For women, true crime is the NFL.
Yes.
Like true crime is
this story too.
Yeah.
It was just like there's so much.
Up or down, Fatso?
Get up here. Get up
Myrtle?
here.
Yeah.
Get in here. Get in my nook. Get in my nook.
But it is, so the Karen Reed case was a woman's husband who was a cop.
Boyfriend, yes.
Boyfriend cop.
He's a pervert, though.
Wound up dead at another cop's house.
Right.
She was drunk. They were partying. They were fighting.
Yeah.
And then they tried to blame her.
Yeah. And like, listen, she might have done it, but they did so much shady shit that it's like
tried to cover it up.
Her defense just killed them. Yeah. 2 phones were thrown away. They got rid of the dog that was there because he had dog scratches on his body.
How did they get rid of the dog?
All of a sudden, they didn't have the dog. They were like, what happened to the dog? They were like, we don't know. She went away.
Is it like Katie and her mom, it would just take up their whole phone conversations?
Oh, yeah.
So that, like, women in Massachusetts are like, we finally got our case.
Yes.
We love this shit.
They love Karen Reed. And it's also like my mom.
And she's hot. So that makes
she's not bad.
She's an attractive woman, which makes any sort of crime better.
Do they hate me because I drive a Lexus and I'm a lecturer at fucking Berkeley Business School?
Do you know the rumor that she had resting bitch face?
Yeah.
And so they gave her like I don't know if it was that she stopped getting Botox, but to like make her look
a little nicer,
a
little softer,
and then she got away with it, and that's why I think obviously that's like one of those things where after the case happens, you go, she got away with it because fucking blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
That's why my dad was super into OJ, is because he was from San Francisco. Mm-hmm. And OJ's like a San Francisco guy and then like to LA. So people are like, when crimes are by where you're from, you're just automatically into it.
Oh, yeah. My mom's
Columbine was like...
your thing.
Oh, well, the Aurora mall shooting was like...
Oh, that's your baby.
I was getting calls when it happened. People like, none of your family were there. And I'm also into Batman. So people were like, none of your friends were there. And you're like, no, thank God.
Thank God.
Stopped going to that mall years ago.
I'm cool now.
Yeah. Ever since they opened Park Meadows, we stopped going to the Aurora mall. But... yeah, that Massachusetts story, it was...
yeah, my mom hates Canton, too, like the town.
Yeah.
She's like, fucking Canton trash. I hate those fucking coppers.
You guys hate each other's towns.
They hate each other, like South Shore hates North Shore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then...
like, I'm sure North Shore says South Shore's trash, but
you
North
guys all
Shore is trash.
All Boston calls each other trash.
Yeah.
And then you don't let the black people live anywhere.
No.
Except one... where is
Lynn.
Lit...
Dorchester
is what it is.
That's where my dad grew up.
Dorchester.
The dot.
They go fucking, oh yeah, all the blacks are in Dorchester.
They're in the dot.
Well, because
Roxbury too.
Lynn that's where List is from, right? Or no, he's from Whitman.
Whitman.
You guys have all these towns. I didn't know about towns.
I love you.
Look at her tail.
I love you.
I didn't know about towns until I went to the East Coast.
There's so many.
Everything's spread out in the West Coast. So you just have cities.
Yeah.
So you're like, oh, Denver and Aurora, and then far away, like not as Boulder, but those, now it's like Long Island, it's all on top of each other. Massachusetts, it's close. You're like, fuck Canton, I don't like Lynn and fucking, and Marty and fucking Troubleville. And there's like all these fucking places. You're like, how can you even keep track of all that shit? Yeah. But yeah, I think that movie, it's going to be one of those Netflix docs in a year.
Yeah.
I bet they're already making it.
Yeah, well, they made a couple, like 60 Minutes did a thing.
They did a Dateline.
Dateline, right.
Because they did a special Dateline about it after the verdict came in.
Yeah. So I think that this is going to be a good one.
Oh, man.
And I texted him. I was like, just let me know if anything pops, any of the little characters.
Yeah.
I'll take a Jen McCabe.
That's so fun. You go, like all the secondary or thirdary. You're like, Karen got cast to play the cop, the bartender that served the cop the drinks.
And I'd be bragging about it.
Oh, yeah.
Day one.
On
set, motherfuckers, wicked retarded.
I'm fucking the role I was born to play. I tried to get on that. Trey Parker and Matt Stone are doing a movie about a slave reenactment place. And it's going to be funny. They're like, I think they're already filmed it, but I tried to get in on that. It's funny when you ask, you're like, for stuff, you're like, can I please get on this?
Yes, can I please be on this show? Put me on the show. Put me in this movie.
Hey, Myrtle.
She's good.
I know, but she knows. See how she looked at me?
You're alpha.
She knows.
I had a podcast guest this morning that my dog peed in front of so fast, so immediately.
What does that mean?
Just like, she was like, you are alpha. She like bowed to them. She's
Did
like,
you see the clip of... it's been going around on the internet of the dogs at I think they're in like a kennel when the alpha dog walks up.
Oh, the king.
The king.
Yes.
And the Cane Corso goes like,
yes,
yeah.
Okay, sir. King George.
Yeah.
Yes,
and he walks
he's
over.
He's a scruffy white dog who like you would never think.
He looks like a Disney dog.
He looks like White Myrtle, but mean.
Yeah, but then he walks over and he puts the fucking paw on the other dog.
Yes, he's like silence.
It's crazy.
I know.
You want to talk about aura? That fucking dog is just like, shut the fuck up.
I know. He's like, not now.
Stop.
He does. He's like, he'll be like dealing with one dog, and with his other paw, he'll be like, not now, Derek.
Yeah, and they go like, and the German Shepherd's like, yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm so fucking sorry. But I'm glad Mabel's out of her legal battles.
Yeah, no, we're good. We're golden.
Did you ever see that woman?
No. Actually, once, but I didn't even have Mabel in the park.
So, to clarify, a little context. Karen's dog's a badass and got into it with another dog. Yeah. And the owner tried to sue Karen because the dog might or might not have lost an eye. And then now it's over. So we don't even need to worry about it.
No proof, no evidence, nothing, no hard facts, no witnesses.
But you have an enemy now.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
You have a full-on enemy.
There's a one-eyed pug named Pierre out there looking for Mabel. Like
already living a more miserable life.
Yeah, motherfucking Mabel. Mabel took my fucking eye.
She's good now, though.
I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate that bitch.
I hate my life.
Yeah. Dude, I'm always worried about, like, I get so bitchy white lady when other dogs even snip at Myrtle.
Yeah.
I'll be like, they don't need to do that. Sometimes I'll like put my hand down.
Right.
Like,
no.
But there is an epidemic of, especially in this building, young white women with dogs who don't look up from their phones.
Their phones, and they have their earbuds in. So you're walking around deaf and blind with a live thing attached to a string.
With teeth.
Yes.
We get on, we have like 4 elevators.
Yeah.
There will be, it's a lot of floors.
Right.
We'll be on, Myrtle and I will be going downstairs to go for a walk, and the door will open, and it'll be a white girl with a big golden retriever.
Right.
Looking at her phone.
Yeah.
Getting on the elevator, not looking up.
I just don't know how they've lived so long without having experienced anything to teach them a lesson that would make them stop behaving like that.
Well, and everyone called that guy that was punching women on their phones a villain.
But in reality,
he was a lesson teacher.
A teacher.
No, that was fucked up.
A professor.
It's so funny when you read a story like that, when you read it, where you go, oh, that's fucked up, or you go, but...
Did she have her earbuds in?
There was a lesson to be learned. Eyes up. Head on a swivel.
That's all I ask.
You live in New York City.
Stay aware. I don't do headphones anymore because of the EMFs, and because I keep losing them.
Yeah.
So I'm like locked in. I'm hearing, you're seeing. We're locked in together.
I'll do headphones in, nothing on it.
That's a serial killer move.
Test me. I'm waiting for you. Creep up on me. You might. And then I could talk to myself and people just think I'm having a phone conversation.
Yes.
It really is. It's a double-layer thing. But that problem of like watching, there's been times where like Myrtle's very good on the elevator. I tell her corner and she sits in the corner of the elevator and she doesn't bother anybody.
She's like, don't look over here. I'm not looking over there.
I'll just look here.
This is my dance space. This is your dance space.
Exactly. Sometimes she'll bang her head against my leg on the elevator down because she's retarded and adorable. But these women, it'll just open and these women will just come on there and their dog will go right for mine and have to be like, hey.
I know.
And then I feel like
you're the
dork.
Karen. I know.
I feel like a dork.
I know. But I do it. So Mabel's big, and a lot of people, they're little dogs. And these little dogs are little freaking like yappers. And
just
again,
like men.
Mabel.
It's the little ones you got to worry about.
You got to.
Big ones are sweet and soft.
Big ones are big, sweet, soft, dumb, direct. It's the little ones. Little squirrely little fuckers.
Squirrely little motherfuckers.
But they'll go and they'll like try to, and Mabel's big. Yeah. So if Mabel returns fire, your dog's dying. Do you know
losing an eye.
That's something.
Listen, that's how we got there.
And I've got
maybe that pug was doing some fucking questionable shit. Then guess what?
Pugs are the worst, dude.
Myrtle got your grape eye. She's having a fucking purple grape. You fucking take that thing right off there.
You need both those things? I don't think so. Give me one.
I have been...
eye for an eye?
Yeah. My grandma's dog, I was talking to Katie about this the other day. Myrtle's out here going, hey, if you're talking about dogs, it's time for me to come out there.
Hey, Myrtle.
My grandma's dog, Buddy.
My uncle's dog was Buddy.
Yeah, old people love calling their... Because I think they get so old that they're just like,
yeah, Buddy.
Buddy. What noun do I already know?
Oh, you're my buddy.
She had a dog after Buddy that was named Teddy.
Yeah.
And this was at the end of her life, and she would just call him Buddy, and I wouldn't correct her.
Yeah.
I'd be like, if she thinks it's Buddy.
She doesn't know.
But Buddy went blind and deaf. But Myrtle, girl, this isn't Girls Gone Wild. Get a T-shirt before you tongue kiss Karen.
Myrtle's a lesbian.
Oh hell yeah, heavy dyke vibes.
Pride month's over.
Yeah. Queer. Why aren't you a woman with a baby and a husband?
Oh, look at her go away.
She's like, fuck you, I love the WNBA. And I unapologetically like Caitlin Clark.
And I eat pussy.
I eat pussy from the back like a real woman.
Gay.
I'm gay as fuck. But fuck, what were we talking
Your
about?
Grandmother, Buddy,
oh, dude,
Teddy? No.
Blind and deaf?
Yeah.
Buddy was like, it's the closest I've ever came. There was a moment where my grandma like went to bed and Buddy's just like wandering the house.
Oh, you?
And there was a moment where I was like, do I kill this dog?
Yeah.
And not from a evil, like completely from a humanitarian, like this dog is blind and deaf. It just walks everywhere and then it'll just stop and then just piss.
And shit,
but it's just like so old that it'll just piss like on its legs. And it's like,
yeah.
And you're like, all I'd have to do.
Right.
It was crazy. It was the closest I've ever came to being like,
yeah.
I might do it.
Remember in, I think there was Pet Cemetery 2 or something when she kills the sister that lives downstairs?
That's Pet Cemetery 1.
Pet Cemetery 1.
Yeah, where she's upstairs.
She gives her one scoop of oatmeal, lights out.
Oh, she eats the pea soup?
Or maybe it's the pea soup
What's
or whatever.
That fucking... Dude, that sister...
That's it, whatever
played
she
by
had.
a man.
But was it?
Yeah, it was a male actor.
Fascinating.
That played it.
That makes sense.
But she had the spina bifida or whatever.
Yeah, and she was all crooked. And they just left her downstairs to die. And they were like, don't feed her because she'll choke and die.
Don't go upstairs and feed your sister.
Yeah, and then she was like...
Oh, that scene?
That scene's crazy. That's stuck in my head forever. Yeah. But so there was a guy in my building. His Cocker Spaniel was 20 years old. This thing is covered in tumors. He's just dragging it around by the leash. It's bleeding everywhere. And I would hear him have these conversations like, she was a naughty girl today. She peed inside. I'm like, you have a dead dog, sir.
Dude. She is 140 years old.
Let her go.
She's 140 years old.
Let her go.
Let her fucking die. Dude, when Buddy died, my grandma was like, yeah, the vet made me put down Buddy. And you're like, yes, that's what I needed. I needed medical interference. Because my grandma was lonely. She was just an old woman, so I got it. So immediately we had to get her another dog. But It was like,
I know.
it would touch you. And it would be like, it was the same feeling when you're in a lake and something swims up on your leg. Where you're like, oh, God. And I love dogs.
Yeah,
but Buddy would touch me and I'd be like, ew, the fuck? And he'd be like,
you've crossed over to the other side already.
Fucking kill me.
and that's why I just remember clear as day, her going upstairs at like 7 p.m.
Night.
I went outside and smoked a joint and then I was like, Buddy might die tonight. Like, I really had that, like, do I have
Give
the
Buddy
minerals?
a bath.
Yeah. All right. Say goodbye to Buddy. She goes, you mean good night? No, goodbye.
Goodbye forever.
I'm going to send him up to see Calvin, your old dog. But old dogs to me are... I remember one time selling merch for Bobby Kelly, and I didn't have cash on me. And they're like, I got a credit card. And I was like, I don't know, you could go over to that ATM machine and pull $40 to get this. And it was like, damn, that really messed up the entire transaction. If I had a Square, boop, boop, boop. If I had a Square, just pop it right on there and get a little charge and sell a t-shirt. I would have been quite the little salesman. Because Square works for one location shops, pop-ups, mobile service businesses, and multiple location franchises. Take payments at a kiosk, a counter, a website, or with your phone, all synced in real time. That's what's pretty crazy. Square has built-in tools like loyalty and marketing to help you connect with customers and reward them for showing up again. With Square, you get all the tools to run your business with none of the contracts or complexity. And why wait? Right now, you can get $200 off Square hardware at square.com/go/Soder. That's SQUARE.com/GO/Soder. Run your business smarter with Square. Get started today. I feel like that's what's wrong with humanity is we became pussies.
Yeah.
Like back in the 30s, if you were a farmer and your dog was old, you're just like, well, we got to go kill him. We'll go get you a new one.
We'll get you a new puppy.
Yeah, and there's like, and then they just come in and have fucking dinner.
It's not really a livestock guardian if it's not alive now, is it?
Yeah, but now we're just like, but it's my friend.
It's my friend. It's so selfish and weird. I don't find it humane. I think it's the opposite of humane. It's so beyond selfish. It's like, I need this warm body sort of still near me, and so I can remember the old dog. And it's like, no, let it go.
Let it go.
That's the best part of us. Like, I wish we did it to humans.
Yeah.
I was talking about this morning.
Dude, I would have done that with my grandma.
Shoot me up with morphine and a little heart stopper when I'm ready.
Peace the fuck out. The second we know it's that we're closing down shop, throw a party.
Yeah.
Pump whatever you want into me that I can just enjoy the last moments of my life.
I want like an IV drip with morphine. I'm going to start drinking again.
I'm going to start smoking cigarettes almost immediately.
Totally.
Oh, get drunk and just start telling secrets.
That's what I really think about you.
I just want to be old to grab someone's arm and tell them a secret.
Yeah, with your claw.
Hey, didn't die. And they go, oh. They go, Mr. Soda, you're on too much of the IV drip. I watched the man die. And they're like, oh. Yeah, that's why it's always my friends with kids where they're like, who's going to take care of you? And you go, the same Jamaican nurses that are taking care of you.
Same.
The exact same.
The same sweet women.
Same sweet.
Send me off into the
soldiers, dude.
Yeah.
My grandma, those nurses I met at my grandma's places, those women are fucking soldiers. The way that they talk to these people, and they're just like, I got to get my job done, and they're like, ah! And they're like, okay, Mr. Reginald. They just put his hand over it. He's like, ah! And then they just go home.
They probably deal with so much racism that they just ignore too, because old people don't even realize.
Especially the generation that's dying right now.
Yeah.
Especially the generation.
They just call them color.
They're like, I don't trust you.
My grandfather
and you go, why don't you
that.
Trust me?
I don't trust.
I don't know what it is.
You took my medals.
And they go, okay. But I think it's got to be kind of fun if you're like a young black dude and there's all these old people and they're mentally deteriorated.
Oh,
you go,
right. You get to just
fuck
watch
you,
it.
honky. And they go, ah.
Yeah, what are you going to do? Tell them that I poked you?
I fuck white women. Ah. Just saying all that stuff. Ah. Y'all took rock and roll from us. Ah. Just like freaking out old people as they die. I'm going to tell you right now, I'm going to show you my phone. And they're like, oh, what's the dancing? Yeah, dude, we're getting too old. We're getting too good at keeping old people alive and dogs.
It's kind of like if you're going to be like old and in shape, that's one thing. Like do your thing. But it's too many like old people that are on all the pills and all the surgeries and all the shit that's like.
Yeah, we're keeping them together for what reason?
For what? Like here, I'm going to put a bunch of pins in you and then you can be on Oxy and constipated for the rest of your days.
Dude, that's the one. Good? Someone, the $1 billion idea, an opiate where you can poop.
Oh, that's all we need. That's all I need.
And then
that's all I need.
They'll have flying spaceships. We'll have everything.
Right? Like
if you can somehow make opiates.
Just combine, put little
regularity.
Yeah.
And opiates.
How do you do it?
Yeah.
A slip and slide set poop pain pill.
You take one pill and you take the other. Like the Oxy and then the diarrhea pill.
Nice poop.
Yeah. And then you're like, because that's how I knew this country had a huge opiate problem.
Because they were fighting through the constipation.
Well, all the commercials were like,
right.
Are you on opiates and can't relieve yourself? And you're like, oh, you guys are just straight up doing the commercial for the. You're not even trying to take care of the problem.
It's for the addicts.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, you guys can't poop. Well, here we go. Wow. We got something for you, dude. There's a guy in Florida. Did you ever go to the Smoking Gun?
No.
Old school internet website. I still go to it. I love it. You can find if you want to go on the internet and not deal with like politics or fucking
just
identity politics
with constipated.
Dude, the Smoking Gun is like straight up. It used to be my favorite thing when I worked overnights at the radio station. You just go on the Smoking Gun and it's like the police case with the reporting. Dude, there's a guy in Florida got picked up for drug use and they had to give him a cavity search, and the nurse that gave him a cavity search found a crack pipe, a lighter, and tinfoil with cocaine in it, all in his rectum.
Oh my god!
Do you know how much? What a squirrel!
All in a row?
Yeah, like he lined him up like he was like a little conveyor belt.
Choo choo.
Boop boop. And he goes, it just plops out. Yeah, it just plops out. And you got the cocaine, bloop bloop, the lighter.
Like he's opening up his jacket.
He's like,
these are my supplies.
We're 1 out of 3. 2 out of 3.
I forget who I was talking about. Somebody like had such a bad constipation that they had to go have surgery and like unclog their butthole because they just would not stop with the opioids.
Oh, because they were such an opiate addict?
Yeah.
Dude, I got constipation.
One time I'm done.
What?
That's
Never
it.
again.
I love pooping.
Love it. I had to drink. I had to drink a whole thing of Miralax.
Yeah.
But dude, I took there was this because I talked about it on the bonfire, and so these people are like, dude, there's a laxative that Joey Diaz is like, take this
cocksucker, you'll feel like $1 million.
The best shit of your life.
You're gonna take a 5-mile shit.
I took 2 of them.
Yeah.
Did nothing.
What?
I still have the fucking pills. Did nothing.
Wouldn't touch it.
I did a suppository.
Upsy daisies.
By the way, it
goes in your dick, right?
Yeah, in my pee hole. I've never done a suppository.
Yeah.
I didn't know your butt takes things in like slurping a noodle. Yeah, where it goes like
the suction.
Like I put the pill in and it went like.
Yeah. I have a pussy, so I'm familiar with this phenomenon.
You ladies with your inward suction. Boys are all out pushing.
So
that was my first time I felt my own inward sucking. And the first suppository worked.
Okay.
Like it went like I pooped like this. So it wasn't like a good one.
Out of my house.
It was just like and like some shit came out.
Go tell your mother.
But then I went up to comedy at the Carlson in Rochester.
Yeah.
And I didn't shit for like 3 days. And then on this Saturday, dude, I remember it was like snowy, and I was like in my hotel room and the sun was coming through, and I was like, please let me poop. The sun was like hitting me, and I was like,
I just want to poop.
And I put a suppository in and nothing. I did the thing where I'm like on the toilet and you're like giving up and you're going like,
oh, it sucks. It's so sad.
And then I finished the shows.
Yeah.
Flew home the next day, drank like 2 cups of Miralax, and my body was like everything out.
Everything out.
Evacuate the dance floor.
It was the best. It was like Dumb and Dumber. where you like make that noise. Where you're like, oh, it's like sploosh,
so much,
sploosh,
so
sploosh,
much.
You're like, oh,
Like different consistencies, like 5 different poops in one. Long snake, no brakes, machine gun, back
like,
to the snake.
It's like you're switching the shower head. It's like, dude,
like the Play-Doh, like the pasta, thick linguine.
You're just pushing it out now. And you're like, look, it's angel hair. But dude, that made me. I never realized how much I liked pooping.
Oh man,
until you go through a week of constipation.
You should try Yay Day. It's this supplement I take almost every night. It has a lot of magnesium in it, and then a shit ton of like probiotics and stuff. I do it every night before bed, and I shit like a dream in the morning. I don't even need coffee.
I'm regular though.
I know I am pretty regular too, but this is like even more.
But it just makes
everything like it's all out.
You go get the fuck out.
Get out of my house.
Fuck out of here.
My house. I gotta put steak in here.
I gotta hide a crack pipe in fucking a lighter and tinfoil. Also, I think I got the article up still. You should see this dude's face.
You know the guy who's asshole.
It is so funny because you're like, oh yeah, you absolutely shove stuff up your butt.
Guys, when I date guys, I'm always trying to goose them and they hate it. Oh, yeah, that guy. I'm
gonna send you that.
So he looks so cranky. He's like,
just all his stuff got
in
found.
my butt all the time.
After his being hospitalized for injuries, O'Neill, pictured right, was booked into jail for cocaine possession, and then, yeah, dude. They found him. A nurse discovered a glass crack pipe. Dude, if that breaks in your butthole,
you're fucked.
You are fucked. You gotta go. They're gonna have to. How do they even get in there?
Piece
to get
by piece, microscopic, drag it out.
Oh, he goes, I sat down too hard. His face.
We were playing musical chairs and I fucked up.
I plopped down on the city bus seat. A glass crack pipe, a lighter, and tinfoil containing cocaine in his rectum.
Wow. He really wanted to hide that. Like,
damn, but how good that high would have been.
You don't need to hide a lighter.
Out. Yeah, right? I didn't even think of that. Just a bic? So you wanted the lighter.
You liked it. You were trying to make a dick.
He did the coke and then the crack pipe, and he went like,
why not?
God, he goes,
he's like, I don't have any pockets.
I need this. I'm gonna go. He was just swimming.
This one's for me.
He goes, I'm spit on it because I'm on the opposite end. Not the part that'll fuck with the flint. It's like on the bottom.
I'm a bad boy.
Dude, that is.
I'm a bad boy.
A glass.
She'll never find this.
I'm hiding it. The nurse has to like sigh and go, is there anything else in there? And he goes, keep going.
Yeah, you tell me.
I don't know.
Finders keepers.
Dude, I'm so glad that I'm not into a drug that makes me do that.
Yeah, that's really, things have gone too far when you're doing things like that.
Because booze, we're both booze bags.
Yes.
And booze bags, you don't, like, it gets bad, but you're not, like, hiding it up your butt. No. You never hid, like, did you ever hide an airplane vodka in your pussy?
No, just put it in my purse.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, they're not going to search it.
Or you drink it fast and you go, like, that's.
I'll hide it in my brain.
Yeah.
I'm hiding it in my tummy.
It's like an Arthur line. I found it in my tummy.
You'll never find it.
I always was ashamed. My shame was when people would catch me drinking when I was like, I'm just going to go throw this away. And then I'd
yeah. Glug, 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 glug.
And then like, are you drinking? Like,
yeah.
Shit.
Son of a bitch.
You caught me. Or when they would, where I would say I was going somewhere and then I'd go to a bar by that place.
Right.
And then someone would walk by. That's happened a couple times.
Okay.
I used to go to Triona's around the corner from the cellar.
Okay.
And that's where I would drink.
Yep.
And people would be like walking by. And if it was like, I was friends with the bartenders and stuff. So I'd be like by the door drinking my beer. And then they'd be like,
didn't you say you were going
to? You had another spot.
I thought you were.
Like Lynn Koplitz lived on the neighborhood and she'd like walk by and she'd be like, what are you doing? And you're like, you didn't see me. Like with a shot glass, I'd be like,
yeah, my thing, I always thought that I was hiding it well, like when I started like my relapses or whatever. But so I would just show up places wasted already.
I'm like, I'm fine.
Yeah, and then I would order like double vodka Sprites in a pint glass, and it's water. They're like, you're a hammer. It's water.
Why are you listening to me? Why do you need to kiss me so bad? Like, excuse me?
Stop licking me.
Stop it. You're obsessed with me. God, you're obsessed with me. Yeah, that drinking thing. I used to say yes to shows when I was blackout.
And then forget about.
And then, like, they'd be like, hey.
Where are you? ETA?
It's that bar show in Bensonhurst. You said yes
You said
to.
you'd come to Coney Island for $20.
Staten Island once, where they were like, are you still coming to my show in Staten Island? And you go, when did I say yes to this?
No, I should probably be on the ferry now if it's true.
And they're like, at Cabin Bar. It was JF Harris.
Oh, I used to get so hammered.
JF Harris was like, hey, come to my, and then a cabin. I was like, yeah,
anybody would do anything.
And then I was like, I gotta get on a fucking boat. Gotta get on. I was so drunk. I said yes to a boat gig.
They tricked you.
Oh, Mac Weldon. I'm talking about you want to go from the gym to work to a night out. You want all those clothes and feel comfortable? Get some Mac Weldon, baby. Breathable clothes that keep you cool, comfortable, and stylish, and they're perfect for summer. Their new tech linen combines the easy charm of classic linen with cool Macs. And I'm going through a linen. You know me. Come summertime, I'm a linen baby. So go get some linen. It breathes, you feel good, feel like a southern gentleman. Mac Weldon balances classic pieces with updated details to keep you looking sharp. And they're designed to fit you, so they don't look out of place. Get breathable clothes you can feel comfortable in all summer. Go to macweldon.com and get 25% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code Dan. So 25%, that's more than $25, tell you that. Go to macweldon.com, get 25% off your first order of $125 or more with promo code Dan. That's macweldon.com, MacWeldon.com, promo code Dan. But you used to go to Cabin.
Yeah, I loved Cabin.
It was the
I
best.
used to get absolutely hammered there.
I would love to take a time machine.
Yeah, me too.
Go, like me and you now,
right.
Go into Cabin and like it like a red arrow goes over everyone that had to quit drinking.
Yeah.
Because it would have been like,
me, you.
like everyone that had a problem.
People who should.
Yeah. Bing, 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 bing. And then like dead. Like all the people that died.
I would always look forward to Thursday nights. Dude.
Yeah.
So we would just get wasted. It was so fun. We were so packed in that room back there. It was just a kill box.
It was very fun. Very fun show. And also I would always open Dos Caminos on Friday mornings.
Okay.
So I had to be on, I had to have the cafe, I had to be on the cafe setting up by 10 a.m.
Oof.
And that sounds okay. Now that I don't drink, very doable.
Yeah, but we were like getting things started at like 2.
Dude,
like
I would stay at cafe until about 4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And then I would get a fucking large Dunkin' with cream and sugar.
Just to get you pooping and out the door.
I explain this to people all the time. My vision was like this.
Yeah.
Every Friday morning after Cabin.
Yep. Cabin, we got
One time I went in. If I've told this story on the podcast before, I'm sorry. But this wasn't even Cabin. Giannis, my friend Zach, and I were drinking at this club called CB's. Mm-hmm. Do you remember CB's? It was on Bleecker and McDougal. Mm-hmm. It's the JG Mellon.
Downstairs?
Yes.
Yeah.
So we were drinking there, and then it closed, and we were drinking upstairs at the bar.
Yeah.
And we were like, it was late. We're like, all right, let's get out of here. And we walked to the train, and the jazz club that's on the corner across from Ben's Pizza, this limo.
Yeah.
This limo was in front of it, and Prince got out.
Shut up!
And Prince walked into the jazz club, and we were like,
we have to go there.
Giannis and Zach were like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And so we were like, can we get in? Because we didn't know if it was like super exclusive or whatever.
Yeah.
And we were all drunk.
Yes.
And we're like, can we get in? The guy's like, yeah, absolutely. It's 1 o'clock in the morning.
Okay.
We go in there, sit at the bar. There was no seats. We sat at the bar. We drank until like 4. Mm-hmm. I went outside to smoke a cigarette, blackout. Mm-hmm. And I'm talking to the bouncer and I go, we're just waiting for Prince to go up. And he goes, man, he left 2.5 hours ago. He came in and watched his drummer and then he left.
Yeah.
And we were like,
where? Fuck. You guys like, Prince.
I was at the bar like, if he does Purple Rain, I'll cry.
I'm fucking crying. I'm just going to cry.
I just, please do Darling Nikki. And then I had to wake up and go, and I was so hungover that the general manager, Lisa, of our restaurant, I was standing next to her, and we were talking about something, and she just goes, you reek like whiskey.
Yeah.
Please
something.
go do something about that.
That's what happened to me all the time.
I do not want you taking a table like
at
this.
Sushi Samba, like Gina, my manager, would be like, you reek.
Yeah.
Because I'd be like, hey, Gina. I get ready to go.
Coming in drunk to a restaurant job.
Still drunk from the night before.
Is
fun.
You're like,
where's a better place to start drinking again?
Like I would come back from breaks on doubles and being like,
oh, all the time.
I go, who's ready to sell some enchiladas?
Tasting menu, tasting menu.
Let me sell the empanadas.
Yeah.
I go, this is corn masa filled with black beans and cotija cheese, and then just like sit back down, and then they do tastings. I'm like, let me get that again.
Let me make sure that I know exactly what the Sauvignon Blanc tastes like that I've been serving for 2 years.
There was a giant scandal. Restaurant scandals are the best.
Yes, I know. I did a couple.
Yeah. Dude, me and you, I'm surprised we never waited tables. We would have been fast friends.
Yeah, we would have been.
Because it was all about bringing chaos to this corporate restaurant.
Because we would just be like, who has Adderall? Where'd you put the sake bottle from the night before? Boom, boom. We're ready to rip.
So we would go, we're on a private event together.
Nice.
And we were in the heart of where we're in Midtown. So everyone thinks Wall Street's where all the investment banks are.
No, it's like Capitol Grill. I used to work at Public House.
That's exactly it.
Yep.
Capitol Grill,
Yep.
fucking Dos Caminos at the time.
Yes.
We were really popular on
Yeah.
50th and 3rd.
Yep.
And
Public House was 41st between 3rd and Lex. And it was.
you're getting Blackstone,
Dudes,
Bear
dudes,
Stearns,
dudes.
all these dudes that come
Finance
in.
guys, yeah.
When they asked me, someone asked me one time in an interview when I was doing Billions, they're
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
how'd you do it? I went, I did like 4.5 years of research waiting tables on all
I
these
knew
assholes.
all these assholes.
Guys.
I would come. So this
Oh,
fucking.
you're a hot girl, so it was
12
a
of
problem
them.
for
12
you.
of them, right? So they're like each one of them, and we would have like 20 beers on tap. And they would each of them order a different fucking pint.
Fucking Public House.
And I'd be like, can you guys get a pitcher? How about a pitcher? How about a pitcher? Because all I'm thinking is carrying 12 separate fucking pint glasses. And one time I'm doing it, and this is a lunch, and this fucking douchebag stands up to give a toast or whatever the fuck he was doing and backs right into me. And they all, 12 different beers all over me.
Let me ask your waiting table technique.
One hand's on one hand here.
Yeah, but when it starts to go,
It was too late, Dan. There was nothing I could do. It's a domino effect.
Do you do this? Do you do this?
I should have let it go on them, but I sacrificed myself like a little lamb.
Waiters, if you're watching this, let it go on them. From two former. We used to be in the shit.
Let it go. Drop it on them.
Drop it on them. The worst one I ever had. Worst drop I ever had. Dos Caminos, when they would order guacamole, they automatically get chips and salsa.
Right, okay.
So they get chips, but they get the salsa trio.
Yes, okay.
Mild, medium, and spicy.
Yeah.
And it was in this like circular, 3 circles, right, on this thing. So you would have, if you had an 18 top, you'd have to bring like
so many.
6
right. 3
salsa
here,
trios.
yeah.
So if you would always be working with another waiter, and you'd be like, you get chips, I'll get salsa trios, we'll bang this out.
Yeah.
Dude, I had corporate, like around Christmas. That was when we did our most, because they would do Christmas parties at Dos Caminos at like 6 p.m.
Right.
after work. Oh, we're going to have our Christmas dinner party.
Open bar, apps for this, blah, blah.
And we're going to do apps, and then we're going to do this. So I would be like putting the salsas. Dude, I fucking remember this. It's making my penis go into my body. I had a tray of salsas, and I put one down, and I didn't notice I bent.
Yeah.
And as I bent, one of the salsa trios went down a woman's back of her neck into her expensive. It was the Verde. It was the mild. The chopped tomatillo Verde went down her back, and she went like that. And then I went like, and they all fucking went everywhere.
Yeah.
And just cleaning up, apologizing.
And then you're like, do I touch this woman I just got salsa on?
And then you got to send your manager over who's like, we'd love to take care of the dry
And you're like
cleaning.
standing behind your manager like, oh, I'm an idiot.
Oh, I hate it. I hated it.
And the
then
manager
rest of
like,
the
we're
meal,
sorry about Dan. He's new. And like, shut up.
You suck, Ken. You fucking suck. You made the floor plan like ass today.
Idiot. It's your fault.
Fucking 4-table section. And what am I, fucking new? And then it just like spilling it on someone and them being
sucks.
Mad for a legitimate reason.
Yeah.
Because you're like, I get it.
I get it. I wouldn't want to walk around with salsa on my shirt either.
Dude, I got that bitch down the back of her neck.
You're like, maybe if you had longer hair, ma'am.
It was a lunch, too.
Oh, yeah. Then she had to go back to work.
Sticky. From that fucking salsa.
I had so many just like guys be douchebags at Sushi-san, but one time it was 4 guys and they had all just gotten divorced and they were wasted. And
that's fun energy.
They were fun. This one guy hands me a scarf. He goes, will you throw this in the middle of Park Avenue? My wife got it for me. And I was like, maybe. He's like, I'll give you $700. I was out the door. I was like, sure. Gave me $700 just to throw the scarf. They would just get drunk. But then I would have bad things happen.
$700 to throw a scarf.
I know.
Let me tell you right now.
That night, so I had to split it. I was like, this is bullshit.
What was it? Cash?
No, it was like a credit card tip. He left me $700 on.
That's why.
Yeah, no. If it was
dude, there was a drunk dude. I'll tell you the problem of being a male waiter in Midtown is you would watch the waitresses get opportunities like that.
Yep.
There was this huge party. I wasn't even working that night, but it was such a big thing that it spread where everyone was like, and it was my friend Sarah, who I just saw her and her husband. They came out to my show at Stanford at the New York Comedy Club. I just saw them on like Friday. Sarah and I think her friend Sass were waiting on this giant finance guy, and this guy was blackout.
Yeah.
And he just kept handing them
wadded up
hundreds, like $300, but he didn't do it like twice.
No.
He did it like they each made like $1,400. And we were all like, what the fuck?
I know.
There was a guy that used to come in. This was before the 08 collapse. Used to come in like 06, 07. This was 07. And we had this tequila, this 1800 Collection.
Yeah.
And it was $250
for like on the
glass.
rocks, a glass. Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Like the liquor rep was like, only sell it neat.
Yeah.
$250. This motherfucker would come in, Australian guy.
Yeah.
Would get 1800 Collection margaritas. And the girl that was bartending was like, that's not really how you drink this tequila. And he was like, I don't care, I'll drink it. And he had 3 of them.
Yeah.
And then would tip her
$300 probably on that. Yeah.
$750.
Yeah. Well,
she's making like fucking $200, $300 for one guy.
Yeah, I would just steal when I bartended.
Yes.
I would create wonderful little mimes on the computer screen while not putting anything in the system and putting all the money in my tip jar. I was like, it's so weird. They'd be like, wow, Karen, it looks like you sold 12 beers, but they're not in the system.
You go, huh? That's crazy.
That's weird. Must be a problem with the system.
Our chaos would be when we'd have like a big company would buy the downstairs.
Yeah.
So they would close the entire bar hall, like the main dining room was downstairs, but it would be completely closed, and the managers would be prepping for it like it was war.
Right.
Like they'd be like, "We need baskets of chips ready.
Stay in your position. Yeah.
You're gonna be over here.
Yeah.
Hand pass hors d'oeuvres. When Chef Memo says to run them, you gotta run them." But then what we'd do is, if you had a bartender on your side, if it was like the rush was over, you'd be like, you want a prickly pear margarita?
Of course,
and you put like 2 frozen margaritas in, and then we would take the soda straws and you'd cut them in half so they were small, thick. And then you just go like
one gulp, you're done, you're good to
and
go.
And then you just be like, dude, we got
I worked at Moe's Caribbean. That was my first.
I remember Moe's Caribbean
waitressing job, and I was like 19, 20, like not legal to drink, but we all got wasted all the time. And it would be you would get 2 shift drinks. And they were like, Karen, what do you want for your shift drink? I'm like, double JMO ginger. And they're like, you're going to be, I'm like, I know exactly what I'm going to be. The cocaine is on the way.
I got the gas, baby. I'll be flying high as fuck.
But then at Sushi Samba, our move was we would drink the customers' booze.
Yes.
We would sell them. It was $90 for a bottle of Waketake Daiginjo, which was an expensive sake. And then you'd put it in the chiller right by the server station. And it just became a one for you, one for me type of game. So we'd all be just lit.
I would love selling a margarita to somebody, and they'd be like our passion fruit margarita was always on the rocks.
Yeah.
But people wouldn't read the menu.
So they expected a frozen one.
So they go, let me get the passion fruit margarita. You bring it on the rocks, and they go, I want it frozen. I go, well, I can do a traditional margarita with a passion fruit ad if you want it frozen.
So you upsell them, and you get a free margarita.
Done. Yeah. And then I'm in the back by the ice machine. Then I'm in the back by the ice machine being like,
oh, it's so good.
And then tossing it and being like, and then I would get drunk. This is how you knew I was drunk on the floor.
Yeah.
When I did dinner shifts, you knew I was drunk on the floor when I'd be like, yo, can you watch my section? I want to smoke a cigarette.
Yeah.
And it's like not even time to smoke a cigarette.
I would do
not
it
even
all
near the
the
end of it.
time.
I'm like, dude, let me just go smoke it. Let me
You
fucking
do
rip
it
a
all
butt.
the time. Fucking wash your hands, pop some gum. Hey, we're back. How's the second course doing?
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Smoking a cigarette during a restaurant shift
it was good.
The best.
It was so good. And then also like the whatever bar you went to after your shift.
Yeah.
That first cigarette after the first round was fucking
I'll tell you,
great
the cigarette to me It was the after you, because we had a locker room at Dos Caminos where you would change back into your street clothes.
Yeah, I'm like, did I have any lockers?
You would keep your All Blacks there and your apron and shit. So it was easy.
Yeah.
You just have to like bring them in every couple shifts, bring in clean clothes. But to switch back into street clothes, to walk outside and light up a cigarette, you're like, after like a double. After a double.
Well, me at Public House, me and the girls used to do hoe shit after the shift was over. So we'd throw like our hoe clothes in.
And then go clubbing.
And then we'd fuck it because we'd already be half wasted from our dinner shift. So yeah, we'd go to the club or whatever. We're like, we're already drunk. Like, come on in, ladies.
Yeah. Oh, and you guys get right in.
You're the exact clientele we're looking for.
God, dude, it would always be the Puerto Rican or Dominican dudes trying to get us at the restaurant to go somewhere else.
Yeah.
We'd always be like, no, we'll go to the bar around the corner, and they'd be like, no, come to like.
Sushi Samba, we would go to VIP or 10s, whatever that place on Park and like 20. It was in the 20s in between Park and 5th or something. It was all Russian chicks with really nice fake tits.
Yeah.
But they were just like so chatty. The boys loved them. But they would just come and like sit next to us and talk, and I'd be like, I don't want
this.
I need money.
Yeah, and then meanwhile, guys like me would be like pulling out my wallet from the thing and be like, do you want to drink too? I used to fucking love going out after waiting tables.
Yes.
Waiting tables is the best to get fucked up. It
was the best pregame because you're earning money while you're drinking already, and then you're going out after. Yeah, just having the time of your life.
And then when you wake up, but I remember when I would spend all my money at the bar.
Yeah, that was tough.
Then all I would have is a half a pack of cigarettes and like $6, and you'd be like,
you'd look for your cash wad. Yeah.
And then you're like, I did take a cab.
I know.
I did buy fucking pizza.
You justify. You're like, well, I'm working again today at 4. We're good.
One of the hardest shifts for me ever was I used to do doubles Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I got a Caroline's Breakout series on Tuesday. So I had to get my dinner shift covered. So I got my dinner shift covered, and I worked Wednesday dinner. So Tuesday, I did lunch, I went home, and it was my first headlining set. Like, I think the first time I ever headlined.
Wow.
And I was like, I got like 110 to 120 people to go to that show.
Wow, nice.
Like, everybody I knew. I made flyers.
Yeah.
I was like really trying. And I remember the hardest shift was doing a stand-up show.
Feeling so good.
Getting paid.
Yeah.
Drinking
Your
afterwards.
Dreams.
Everybody's that. And then waking up the next day.
You got to work lunch. I've been there so many times.
And you wake up and you're like,
oh, no.
There was one time at Caroline's when Louis was, if I recently told the story and you remember it, we can just cut this from the podcast. But Nate and I were going to meet up and go watch Louis at Caroline's. This is when he was filming season 2 of Louis.
Okay.
And Nate and I were going to meet up and go watch and meet on Thursday. We were going to go to a show. And so I go to the bar at Caroline's. I'm like drinking a beer. I'm waiting for Nate. And then like there's chaos. And they're like, Hannibal was featuring, but he was stuck because he was writing at 30 Rock. He was writing on the show 30 Rock. And they kept him because it was like a writing night. And so he couldn't come do the show. And so Caroline's freaking out because the show started. And they're like, we need someone to go.
Stage?
Yeah. Wow. And they're like, we need someone to go up. And I'm like pretty new at Caroline's. Like I'd done a couple house shows.
Yeah.
And they're like, Soder, could you do a guest set? And I was like, yes, this is unbelievable. I've been waiting my whole life. I can't wait to. And they're like, great. Nate Bargatze's hosting. Do you know him? And I was like, what? I was like, I'm supposed to meet him here.
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah, he wanted to surprise you. He thought it would have been cool if you would have walked in because he got the job that day.
Whoa.
He was trying to surprise you.
Yeah.
So I got to one up him. And they passed him a note that said, bring up Dan Soder. He was like doing his joke where he's like, my wife's like, I wouldn't take a bullet for you. And he goes, and he looks over and I was like, but what's funny.
Bring me up, buddy.
He brought me up and I did a small set and then, like it didn't lead to anything. Like I don't even think Louis watched, but then we watched Louis. But the thing I remember about that was Nate and I were drinking a beer in the back hallway at Caroline's. And I was like, you know what sucks? 12 hours from now, I'm going to be doing side work.
I know.
And it was at like 10:15 I said that because I looked at my watch.
And
then I was at Dos Caminos at 10:15 shoveling ice into a bucket. And I was like, I fucking knew it.
I know.
I being sucked right back in.
My last like serving bartending job ever was at this place called Dokebi. And there was, it was Little Dokebi. Dokebi is this like Korean barbecue place in Williamsburg. Okay. Little Dokebi just does Korean food, but it's not like the grills. But it's like you do everything by yourself.
Oh yeah, I hate restaurants like that.
Yeah,
they're like, here's the meat, and you're like, I don't know how to cook this.
Yeah, like store the liquor. Like I had to pick up a ladder and like hang it up. It was a very heavy ladder, and then slide it over, and then
like an old library.
Yes, but it would lead to a liquor cabinet that I would have to bring boxes up, store liquor, like bring it down to the fridge. Just like a lot of manual labor for a 5'1" girl.
Yeah,
and this is when I was dating Lewis. It's towards the end of like mine and Lewis's relationship.
True romance.
And when he would come pick me up and watch me sit and watch me struggle with this fucking ladder, and I'm like,
your shoulders are looking diesel.
Yeah, I was like, you're 6 feet tall. Help me with this fucking ladder.
I'm having a Korean cocktail.
Well, Lewis would be like, this, you got to fucking make things happen, Karen, so you don't have to work here anymore.
That's great. Like, Lewis does have that energy. He's like, now, what are your goals? Focus on them. Achieve them. And you don't, dude, friends coming to your friends or lovers
when they come visit your waiter job.
Dude, we just had Giannis on, and Giannis and Nate came to have lunch with me on my break between shifts.
Yeah.
And that was the first time I ever got recognized from stand-up.
Wow.
Was on that walk.
With them.
And they were like, hey, see, it'll be all right. Because I think while we were walking, I was like, I'm going to kill myself. I can't wait tables anymore. I can't fucking do this anymore. Because your friends coming to watch you.
I remember this is like probably during a pretty good relapse. Do you remember Mookie?
Yeah, absolutely.
So it was me, Mookie, and Micah Fox one night. Probably some other people, but we all got wasted. And Micah and I were kind of fighting over Mookie.
Okay, Mookie, good for you.
Micah won.
Okay.
And they went home together.
Okay.
And Mookie lived in Greenpoint. I think I lived in Bushwick. And I had to work brunch the next day. And guess who came in and made me wait on them after I lost the fight? Both of them came.
Post-coitus brunch.
Post-coitus. They're both like glowing.
Yeah,
they're like, Karen, get me a Bloody Mary.
Turns out our bodies fit.
I was like, what the?
Our bodies fit perfectly. Anyways, are you doing eggs and dumplings?
Yeah, I was so mad. They're like, can you just tell us the specials? I was like, I hate you fuckers.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God.
So mean. Bullies.
The only thing worse than people you know are Europeans.
Yeah.
Waiting on Europeans.
Yeah, or Indian people.
I mean, Indian people. I didn't know Indian people were bad until I moved here. And then every waiter, no matter race, gender, creed, they were like, you get Indians, they ain't going to tip.
They're not going to tip you.
They just, and by the way, I hate when comics say this, cancel me. It's fucking true, dude.
It's true.
It's true. And by the way, anyone that ever worked at Dos Caminos and you had an Indian table, say it with me now. Spicy guacamole, water, no ice.
Water, no ice, or hot water.
By the way, do you know why, though? It does make practical sense when you learn this.
It's like digestive stuff, right?
In India, a lot of the sickness can come from ice.
The ice, right? Because they're just freezing their dirty poop water anyway.
It's dirty water that's frozen.
Yep.
And so when it thaws out, you get fucking sick.
Yeah.
So I ain't hating on water, no ice.
No, it's fine.
But when I did fill up all the water pitchers in my station, and I had to go get a fucking fresh one because you don't want ice, delicious ice. It's the most American shit that I'll fight for my entire life.
20% is all we're asking.
Not even 10%.
They wouldn't, no.
I'd get like 5 or 7%.
And sometimes like, thank you so much.
Man,
shut up.
I got a kid into Indiana Jones, right? A Dominican. My favorite thing was the busboys. Because the bussers, especially in New York City, they're all from the Bronx. They're all like 16, 17-year-old dudes. They're all like funny.
Yeah.
And they loved me.
Yeah, I bet you killed them.
I was gringo loco.
Yeah, they used to call me abuelita.
Yeah, abuelita, that's great. They would call me fucking gringo loco or grande loco because I would go nuts and like punch the micro screen and they'd be like, oh, gringo loco. Or I'd be like, you fucking cunt. And I'd be like punching the screen. But dude, my favorite line ever, we had a guacamole station because they think they don't do tableside guac. They make it in like a thing and then they throw it in molcajete. This is my favorite story ever working at Dos Caminos because we had to have like a lot of prissy waitresses that were like actresses.
Yeah.
That were like,
of course.
Hey, Enrique, table 40 needs their double guac. And they'd be making this big ass guac.
Yeah.
And I thought they were hilarious. And I remember one time I was just chilling in the hutch and they're making guac and they're going like, and one of them goes, yo, that be sounding like a wet pussy, bro. And they're like, and then the waitress goes, oh my God. And I'm dying. Yo, my man, that be sounding like a wet ass pussy. It's funniest shit in the world.
Hector, the busboy, every time I would reach for a glass, he would be behind me with like a semi-erect penis.
Oh no!
And just like do like a drive-by over my butt cheeks. He would pretend to be reaching for a glass.
And you would feel it?
Oh, every time. I started elbowing him in the dick though, and then he stopped. He'd be like, "Oh, loca!" I'm like, dude, you're rubbing your almost hard dick on me. I don't know how he got it. Maybe he just had a fat dick, honestly. But it would always feel like a little chub, like a little hard, and it would just like be like right over both my butt cheeks, and I'd be like, Hector.
I'm so glad I was I'm so glad I was never sexually harassed by Consuelo, the coffee woman. And she's like, "Nah, you're a nice piece." And he goes, "Stop it, Consuelo! Get out from under my apron."
I'm sure that I was the problem, like a couple like drunk lunches. So too, I was like, "Hey, Hector,
want to see my ass?" And he's like, "More than anything."
Yeah, and then he's like, "What happened last night? You said it's okay." I'm like, "No, it's not okay. It's not okay."
Dude, the craziest one is I was walking Myrtle when we moved in here. Right. And I like to walk her by Madison Square Park. And there's a really expensive, cool building. And I was walking Myrtle by the front door and I just hear, "Yo, Soder." And I look back and my boy Charlie, who was like my busser, like I did lunches. He was like my guy. Laura Cielo, me and Charlie, just working the whole section. Fucking 12 tables. This motherfucker's a door guy at this fancy ass building.
Oh, nice. Good for him.
And he's like, "Yo, I've been here for like," I quit Dos Caminos in 2011. He's like, "I've been here since like 2014.
Wow.
He's like, "I got benefits. I control my schedule and shit." And you're like,
nice.
"What the fuck?" He's in a nice suit.
Hell yeah.
I'm like, "Remember when you sexually harassed all those young waitresses?"
Look at me now.
Because all the busboys would be like, "Mamacita," like they come in. Being a woman at a restaurant in New York City is a waitress.
Yeah.
Because they never sexually harassed us.
No, but we also just like you would get everything you asked for at the same time. Like yeah, maybe Hector would like rub his dick on me sometimes, but would I open my eyes to a little piece of filet mignon? And I don't know where he found it.
That's amazing.
He would be like, "Here you go. Here's a little pollo para ti. Gracias."
And then you're like, "Thank you." And he's like, "I need to get that glass." And you're like, "Oh, dude.
Fine. Hurry up, Hector. Hurry up."
There was this girl that I forget what her name is, but she was just like she was like tiny, big, like anime eyes.
Yeah.
And just a fat butt. And they would wear these like black skirts at Dos Caminos that would like show their legs.
It was a similar uniform, Dos Caminos. Like we would have the same thing at Sushi Samba, black dresses.
Yeah.
And then we would have like a brightly colored sash that like our apron would go on.
So we were all black.
Yeah.
Whenever I see a fucking person in all blacks on the subway, I'm always like, "Brother, I hope you get staff meal. I hope you're in time for staff meal, brother."
Would you ever go back to waiting tables if you had to?
No, I would have to be addicted to heroin.
Yeah.
I would have to need the money so fucking bad.
Yeah, same.
It took me so long.
Yeah.
To like let go
Same.
of like, I won't have to go back.
Right.
Like I'm talking about, I was on Billions. I had a fucking Sirius XM show and an HBO special. And I was like, every time I was in a restaurant, I'd be like, "I could do lunches here."
Yeah.
I bet I could walk with like 150.
Same.
200.
I still do it. Like I see like a brunch waitress, just like that used to be my thing too. I worked brunch. I would work Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Yeah. So I worked in the day, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And Saturday, Sunday, I was the only brunch waitress at this place called Greenpoint Heights that was cash only. And groups, they would open at 11 and there would be a line out the door. So the whole patio would be sat at the same time.
Oh my God.
No POS system, all handwritten orders. And I would go and I would make so much fucking money.
What would you walk with on that?
At least $400.
Holy shit.
Yeah, I would walk with $400, but I earned it. I would be sweating because I did everything. And the owners of the place would help me out too. And so I would be like, "Do you want me to like tip you out?" And they were like, "Yeah, you could throw us a little." And I'm like, "That's fucking illegal."
You're the owner.
But I would. But anyway.
That's $400 for a brunch.
Yeah, so I would make, and I was living in Bushwick. My rent was like $700 a month, so I would make more than my rent in a weekend, and I would just,
I was getting by. I would do Mondays off.
Yeah.
And then I would do, for a while, doubles Tuesdays, doubles Thursdays.
Right.
But then when I was getting stand-up work, I started doing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday.
Lunches.
All lunches.
Yeah.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, I got to close.
Okay.
Friday was only on cafe because then sometimes I would do Friday, Saturday road gigs.
Right.
So I need to get out of there early. I need to get out of there at like 2 p.m. so I could go home, grab my shit, and meet whoever I was opening, Bobby or Colin, whoever I was opening for. But dude, closing lunch, I would average $500 a week.
Nice. Oh, a week.
A week.
Not a shift.
Not a shift.
Yo.
So 4 weeks, I would make about $2,000 a month.
Because you're still tipping out on those lunches too.
Yeah.
That's tough.
Walking with like 100 to 150.
Yeah.
And then it was whatever stand-up money I would do.
Right.
But I smoked cigarettes the entire time.
Yeah.
I drank every night.
Yeah.
I don't know where the fuck that money came from.
I know, me neither.
My rent was $650.
Right.
Because I lived in a windowless room.
Yeah.
In Queens.
Yeah.
But it would just be like I would get...
You just figure it out. You were just like survive.
You adapt.
Yeah.
It's so like... It sucks so much, but I truly do think everyone should wait tables.
Oh, of course.
Just to have the appreciation of like... The
lifestyle. Like, I think they should do it for like, not a week.
Yeah.
Like, live as a waiter or waitress lives for like a few months.
Yeah, especially if your parents are rich.
Yeah.
Because it'll make you more human.
It totally makes you more. And it's like...
I would do that if I were very wealthy and I had kids.
Yeah.
I'd be like, you're all going to wait tables throughout either high school or college.
And you're cognizant of every cent you make. And when you're tipping people out, you're just so aware of like labor and like what it's earning. And
also
like this
ripping people off.
Of course. You got to learn how to steal somewhere.
You have the choice. Like, and you make up things. You see how people get greedy. Because you go, Roberto didn't even fucking run my food tonight. I'm not giving him $75.
And then you feel like guilty.
And then you go home and you go,
God,
he's sending
Ecuador.
He's sending money back to his family in Uruguay. And I'm going like, I need it for a pack of Camel Lights.
Yep.
But but getting out, how great was that last day?
Oh yeah. I got fired.
Nice.
Because this was like during a relapse, but I was relapsing and I got caught at Dokebi drinking, like on the security cameras.
Shout out.
And so
did they show it to you?
No.
Because you want to see yourself in the thing. But.
Yeah. I think I was like, I was flirting with somebody else. Like, I think Lewis and I had just broken up and somebody like came in to visit me at the bar and I was like wasted, giving them drinks, drinking their drinks, and like all over them. And then there was another couple eating lunch that was like, what the fuck is this whore doing?
That's
like,
so
we want
funny.
our check.
The waiter's like, this is cooked wrong. And then you're over there like, look at you.
Like trying to
one for you, one for me, one for you, one for me.
Exactly.
You're fucking out of here.
But that, like, it was the same day or like within days of each other that I got hired at Paramount Network to like be a copywriter. So I got a writing job. So I was like, there was a tough week, I think, like in between where I was like saving up before like my first paycheck hit, where I was like every dollar, I was like, I need this for a bagel.
But getting out.
Yeah.
Dude, I got hired by Guinness and I found out and they were like, yeah, you could quit. And it was right before Christmas season. And I was like, I'm done. And the guy was like, the GM was like, please not right now.
We need you.
Especially at lunches because of all the, and I was like, I'll put in my 2 weeks then.
Yeah.
And then I was the worst waiter.
Of course.
For 2 weeks. If you ate any of those lunches there, I am so sorry. I was smoking a cigarette in the middle of the shift, not even having anybody look at my section.
No.
I just go outside and smoke, and then I come back in and be like, where are you? I was like, smoking.
Yeah.
And they're like...
You like turn into that Ross Geller thing.
Yeah.
Like, Dan, we're going to let you go. Fine by me.
Yeah. I was like, oh no. Oh, what am I going to do? Like I was drinking like, you know how you're supposed to only drink sodas in like the cones?
Yeah.
The paper. I just had the full, like a pint glass of like Pepsi. And they're like, Dan, what are you doing? I'm like, I might go look at it. I got caught because I was friends with all the guac guys.
Yeah.
And the busters make guac. Those are my guys.
Those are your guys.
So the move was order a side of flour tortillas to one of your tables. Mm-hmm. The kitchen runs it. You intercept it.
Nice.
You get a basket of hot flour tortillas.
Okay.
You get a side of guacamole.
Yeah.
Go up there and just fucking
dip those.
And then I got caught my last 2 weeks, maybe 5 times.
What?
They'd be like, your tables are looking for you. And I'm just like ripping off tortillas. And I'm like,
but are they looking within?
Well, they're not seeing me. They're seeing the waiter, Dan.
I'm quitting.
But God, it was the best. Leaving with all my stuff in a bag out of my locker was like...
Have you gone to eat there after? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's the best.
Tipped fat as fuck, too.
Yeah, feel like, hey, guys,
I tipped 100%, I think.
Yeah.
I was like, I ate on the cafe, because it's closed now. But my friend Mark and my buddy from college was in town, and I was like, it had been a while. It had maybe been like 5 years since I worked there, and I was like, let's go to Dos Caminos.
Get a craving for the food.
Let's go ball the fuck out.
Yeah.
And I was doing the off-the-menu order. I was going, hey, can we do shrimp quesadilla closed? And they'd go, we can't do that. And you go, who's the chef? They go, David. You go ask David.
Tell him Dan Soder.
And then what's funny is I wasn't, no one knew who I was then. But that was the closest I felt to like being like a major celebrity.
Yeah.
Where they're like, Dan Soder's back. And they're like, he's at table 242. And I'm like, guys, all these Mexican dudes with spiderweb tattoos on their elbows coming out being like, down. I'm like, guys,
stop.
Francisco, how are you?
Guys,
good
stop.
to see you.
Stop guac and roll.
Quiet. Consuelo was like, she was the coffee lady, and I'd be so hungover that I'd be like, Consuelo, I need like just
whatever
cappuccino after cappuccino. And then just going out there, and then by the end of the shift, you're like, my heart's gonna fucking pop.
Yeah, that was me in green tea at Sushi Samba.
Yeah,
a lot of green tea because you could have unlimited.
So you didn't hate the food by the end?
Nah, maybe because like the food on the menu was always good. Every item is good, but like I would make things off menu that I started to find disgusting that were just like free. Like you could have as much sticky rice as you want.
Okay.
And then I would put spicy mayo on it. I would call it Asian mac and cheese. It was disgusting. Now I think about it, it makes me sick. But at the time, on a hangover stomach, like rice and spicy mayo, it's just expanding in your stomach, and you're ready to go again.
Beautiful. I used to do.
So gross.
I used to go across the street to McDonald's, and I'd get sausage and egg McMuffins.
Yeah.
And then we had our homemade Chipotle aioli sauce.
Oh, dunk it up.
I just dunked the shit out of that. Hung over, just having grease, and then I'd have I'd have a fucking pint glass of Sprite.
Yeah.
Dude, once you know how to control the syrup and the bubbles.
Yeah, you are unstoppable.
You could get it to a level that only McDonald's could touch.
Sprite makes me think of the double vodka Sprite I ordered my very first shift at Public House.
Okay.
I had worked lunch and I had worked dinner, and in the middle of the dinner shift, Lynette came out to me. And Lynette was a badass. She was from like Jersey, like black hair, skinny eyebrows, iridescent lipstick, real tough fucking talker. Yeah. She's like, I need a cocktail server. I was like, I'm not doing it. I'm on a double. She's like, I'll give you an extra $100. I'm like, fine, but I gotta go. I'm gonna get wasted too. She's like, fine, whatever you want. I was like, double vodka Sprite. So I start pounding double vodka Sprites. Yes. I am blacked out. And cocktail waitressing, you're cash and carry. So you get a bank from the bar. So they just give you like $100, and then you're supposed to be making change with these. It's dark. It's music.
My
it's like
God.
Lynette comes up to me at the end of the night, and she's like, according to your number, like you have all sales. Like you should have $2,000. And I was like, what?
Oh no.
She's like, where is your envelope? And I was like, in my special place. And she's like, what? And then I flicked her in the forehead, and she grabbed my arm. She's like, you're fucking fired. Da, 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 da. And then the next day I had to come in and get chastised.
Holy. So wait, you just fucking dunked her?
I went like this to Lynette. Everybody knew the next day. Everybody would come up and fake flick me. They'd be like, Karen.
That's very funny. Dude.
I was bad.
My other favorite part about waiting tables is people aren't usually in their best place mentally.
Nah.
And they do wild
shit. Yeah.
Wild shit. Yeah. You come in and be like, you know that new guy that was there? And you're like, yeah. He's like, he shit all over the private dining room floor. And you go, he shadowed me.
Yep.
He seemed nice.
Public House was like a corporate place. Like it was really fancy, and like just you would get so many suits in there for like lunch and dinner. But then come nighttime, they would like start charging a cover at the door, and
like a club,
and like you could reserve different tables and get like bottle service, and we'd be like on the bar like dancing and like pouring shots down people's. It was like 3 different places in one.
That is so crazy.
Weird.
Dose was very corporate, and it was very like we need to look great. Dude, I mean, my manager, my old manager Eric, like comes out to shows of mine, and he lives in the Bay Area. And he would they would try to control me, and I'd be like, dude, I don't take any of this seriously.
You can't make me.
When we were outside on the summer in the cafe, we'd have to put the napkins over, because we had like metal water pitchers. Mm-hmm. So you'd have to put the napkins over so the sun doesn't make the water hot. Yeah. And I used to just like rip my one hitter and think it was so funny when people were walking by to pull the napkins like it was a magic trick. So they walk by and I go like that, and they'd be like, what? It'd be like a businessman walking to the bathroom, and he'd be like, what? And I'd be like, that's funny.
That's not fun.
And then we had a DJ, my friend Mike Salerno would DJ, and they would like play it through the speakers, and he was playing Goodbye Horses. Okay. That song that's like, ooh, 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 from Silence of the Lambs.
Yeah.
And my manager was sitting there, Eric, and I'm like typing stuff in, and he's like, he's like looking out over the cafe like a manager. And I go, hey, Eric. And I pull my chapstick out, and I start doing it. And he goes, as I'm doing it, he goes, Soder, don't. And I like do it with the chapsticks up. And it's like, ooh, ooh, ooh. And then I put it on my lips, and he's like, Soder, don't do this. And our aprons were long.
Yeah.
So I grabbed my apron from the back, and I pulled it through like it was tucking. So you just saw my drink tray, and I went, would you tip me? I'd tip me. I'd tip me so much. And like watching him be just a regular guy and break.
Yeah.
He's like, son of a bitch. You fucking got me.
Yeah.
I could talk waiting tables with you all day.
So many
Good news
stories.
is we don't have to do it anymore.
I know.
For right now. We might be back.
No, never.
Karen Feehan's hilarious. She has a special out on, is it on OnlyFans?
It's on OnlyFans TV.
OnlyFans TV.
Yes.
Go watch her special.
Thank you.
Listen to her podcast.
Thank you.
Follow her on social media.
Yeah.
She's the best. I've known Karen for a long time.
100 years.
She's always been hilarious, but it's been great watching her get her shit together and become successful.
Oh, thank you.
I've been a big fan of that. I love you guys. Bye. How old were your grandparents? Did your grandparents live? Because I know
My grandparents all died when I was in high school or elementary school.
Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but also perfect.
Why?
Because they stay these like
perfect people.
Mama and Pipa. And they used to. Oh wow, are you Greek?
That was what they said in Spain and Catalonia. They say yaya and yayo.
Oh, they do? I thought
Greek.
that was like, I thought yaya was
it might be
Greece.
It might be both, but in
it might be a European.
In Barcelona.
You don't call her your abuela?
Abuela? No, because we didn't speak Spanish. They spoke mostly Catalan.
Oh, I forgot that Catalan is different than...
And then my sister and I called my American grandparents Yaya and Yayo, and they were like, huh?
No, it's Grandpa Jack and Grandma Mary.
So it would be like, Spanish would be like Yaya and Yayo, and then American side would be like Yaya and Yayo.
Yeah, it just sounds like you're making fun of them. Got a bunch of Yayos in here. He goes, I fought in Korea. Yeah. Give me some goddamn respect.
You're my Yayo.
Hey, Yayo's here. but them dying, I would honestly say, highly recommend your grandparents die under the age of 15. Because then
to keep them special,
keeps them. It's like Christmas never changed. But it's like it keeps Santa alive forever. When you're Yayo is like an old nice guy that you kind of you know what, you want your grandparents to die when you can barely remember seeing the blue veins in their hands.
Oh yes.
But before they turn translucent like iguanas, like old people in their 80s and 90s, you don't want them. You want them to die when they're like just becoming old.
Well, that's what I have this friend who says that about her parents because her parents died in her 20s.
Yeah.
And mine are still alive. And I'll complain about how they're aging, they're ill, they don't remember stuff, I have to take care of them. And she will be like, well, that's why I'm so glad mine are dead.
Yeah.
And
there
like,
is not enough people need to bring up. And I think everyone with a dead parent young understands this.
Yeah.
But we don't speak about it. There's a lot of benefits.
Yeah.
I haven't had to worry about a Father's Day in 26 years.
Does that day like strike you? Like, are you sad that day?
Sure did in 98 and 99.
Yeah, but then
2021.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it's Father's Day. I'm just trying to think about gay jokes to make on Twitter when everyone's posting pictures of their dad.
Yeah.
I just want to talk about how I want to suck off their fathers.
Do you feel more liberated? Because someone also told me like, I feel even more free to do anything. And I'm like,
there's always a level of sadness with losing a parent, but there is this like,
and I'm not wanting mine to die. I'm just saying.
Sounds kind of like you are. It kind of sounds like you're wishing death. No.
I'm just wondering what the next chapter is going to be like.
It is. There's like the sadness and the grief, yada, yada, yada. When you go through it young, you have so much time to deal with it.
Yeah.
That I think it like, now I can look at it this crass.
Yeah.
And be like, nah, it's a benefit. Like Christmas, there's only one gifts for one parent.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, now I got the in-laws, but I'm like, you know, growing up, you're like, all right, take care of mom at Christmas, throw grandma some flowers, send her a poinsettia.
Done.
But grandparents, when they die, when you're young,
yeah,
they do stay. Watching my grandmother get to 96 has been horrible. And I wish she would have died 20 years ago.
Wait, is she still alive?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Not good. But if she would have died 20 years ago when I was 20, My sweet Nana. Love gin rummy. Oh,
if she's not a sweet Nana
go
now.
40. No, now you're like, yo.
Annoying Nana?
No, now it's sad. Now it's turned into like, for the love of God, take her into your kingdom. Like there's a lot of like, let her in, Lord. Cause it's so sad. When you get listen, she had her facilities up until about a year and a half ago. Once those start going, you're like, oh, it's like looking after a plate of Jell-O.
Yeah.
It's just like soft and worrisome, and you're just like, no. Back to the Spanish stuff.
Okay.
So your mom teaches you and your sister how to speak Spanish.
Yes, and my dad teaches us how to speak English, but they just can't really speak to each other.
Were they never? Was your mom ever fluent in English?
No, I mean, she is now a million years later, but she and my dad met and they married after 4 dates, so they barely spoke.
Where did they meet?
In Barcelona.
Damn.
I know, it was
Was
romantic.
he visiting?
He was in the military on a boat on one of those military ships.
And then
and I just did my Spanish special in the bar where they met.
Really?
Yes, it's still there.
Is it up on YouTube?
That one's on a Spanish streamer.
I love that. That's a
But I'm
smart
going to put
idea.
it on YouTube because I want to get the Latinos.
Yeah.
I want my Latinos to check it out.
Yeah, you got to have people that speak Spanish to it, because that's a really cool concept.
Thank you.
To do it at the bar.
Yes.
Also, you're like, your parents' story was like, I feel like one of those made up military stories where it was like, well, I was in the Navy and I went and I saw a beautiful Spanish woman
who I couldn't speak to.
She's like, what? It's so funny to think their dates were like, what?
¿Qué?
¿Qué? And you're like,
Hola.
pointing, is this comida? Like, food? We always do this with food, like they're fucking apes. Food?
But then my mom was with her Spanish friend who did speak English.
So there was a translator.
So there was a translator.
So there was a matchmaker.
There was a matchmaker.
He says,
and then,
she says, why you should give me money?
And he goes, well, that's fair.
Yo quiero un anillo. Primero.
Yeah, dude.
Anillo.
I am absolutely one of those whites that'll just believe anything. Someone goes like, he says, do this. And I go, well, of course.
Yeah.
Of course you should. So they met in this bar while your dad was what, just docked?
Just docked
Was
with
he in the
all
Navy?
the military guys in his uniform. So it was literally West Side Story.
Was he in the Navy?
Navy.
That white uniform.
Yes.
It's a clean uniform.
Yeah, that's pretty hot.
Yeah, they come in looking,
Yeah.
looking like little butlers, little sea butlers that'll destroy you with a missile.
But like more of like the nerdy intellectual type.
Yeah, out of
Not
all
the
the
Richard
uniforms,
Gere. Yeah.
the Navy looks like it's like, because it's white. You're like, you
It's
don't want to get
white.
dirty.
Yeah.
Like you got the Marines, they're in the tan or like the little.
No, these guys were kind of the intellectual.
So he shows up and this is in Barcelona.
In Barcelona.
Barcelona. And they meet in this bar.
Yes.
And then he's like, you want to come back to the States?
He's like talking to her. She's like not a bad girl. She doesn't do things.
She's Catholic.
She's Catholic.
And
he is too.
Oh, so they got to go ask for a saint's blessing. What's the saint? What is the saint in the Catholic religion of taking a lady from her homeland?
I don't know if there is one. There's
Saint
a saint for
Vincenzo.
everything.
He's like, Saint Vincenzo is the displacement saint.
There must be a saint, but they went out and she met him again. He said, would you like to come to the party on the ship? And she's like, I'm not that kind of girl. So she said no.
She said no. And what was it, like a ship dance?
It was like a ship thing.
I always love that there's an idea that they're having a dance next to a whole fleet of missiles. They're like, yeah. Someone's country's not going to be around next week.
You want to see my missile?
Yeah. Do you want to dance to some Beatles? yeah.
No, but she was very like, you don't mess with me. I don't take advantage of me kind of thing.
And your dad's from Western New York.
He's from upstate New York, Elmira.
Okay.
A very small town, both very small towns.
Really? So your mom was not from Barcelona?
Not from Barcelona. Very small town outside of Barcelona.
Okay.
And then in about a year and a half, they went out 4 times. So I would say
how does that work? How do they go out 4 times in a year? She's still in Barcelona.
She's still in Barcelona. So
Was
he's
he
like, nice
stationed
to
there?
meet you. No, he's like, back on my ship. Goodbye. And then his ship comes back in like 3 months.
Oh, and he's just like.
And they write each other letters. But like letters.
And I'm sorry to be disrespectful.
Tell me.
But this is a genuine question.
Yes.
Is it not insane that there was a moment in time where guys were jerking off to letters? Like, where a guy would get a letter, because that's why they always do the perfume thing when they go like, "Oh, it smells like a perfume."
Also,
but you're jacking it to the letter, right?
But also you're jacking it to a letter.
You're like
that
fucking just jerking off to reading.
That doesn't have words because they don't talk to each other.
I didn't even think about that.
Stick figures?
Yeah, what is it? Drawings?
You're jacking the drawings.
How did they communicate?
How weird is that? What is that? Jack.
So this is what I want to do to you. It's like this diagram.
How did she at drawing though?
How did they communicate via letter?
I mean, I've asked this. This is $1 million question. I've asked this question 1 million times. My parents live in Virginia. There is a storage facility.
They're
still married. There's a storage facility with those letters.
I am
not allowed to read them.
Really?
So I have to wait, if you know what I mean. I have to wait.
Oh, I know.
And I'm going straight to the storage facility.
Okay, I'm so glad you brought this up. This just reminded me of something.
And I'm right. I'm calling Martin Scorsese, and he's making a movie.
Yeah. I mean, I think you're going to have to call the guy that did The Notebook, unless one of your parents is going to kill. Scorsese tends to go violent.
It'll be a 3-hour movie with Leonardo DiCaprio as my dad.
Still might want to do that. There is nothing better than going through embarrassing shit of your parents after they're dead.
Yeah.
Because you know if there is an afterlife, that they're on the other side of the window being like, no. Oh. You don't understand what I was going through.
Yes.
My grandmother broke her hip. She's in a facility. My cousin and I went to her townhouse and we're going through stuff. I have a new joke about it because we found something insane that I talk about on stage, but we also went through like, my grandmother kept everything, pictures, birthday cards, everything. My dad married his high school sweetheart.
Wow.
Had a baby. That was my sister, my half sister, right? And then they got divorced. And then years later, my dad met my mom. So there was years, 7, 8 years before my dad and my mom met. God, he was just a guy. We're going through stuff and my cousin's like, "Hey, I found a letter your dad wrote your grandma." And I was like, "Well, let me read it." And because there were no emails, there were no nothing. Right. This was correspondence. So I'm reading it. And this is after by the way, I'm friends with my mom, my sister's mom.
Okay.
She came out to the Portland show. She was like, she's great. Billy rules. And I love her son, Don, who is my sister's other half brother. We're not related. Okay. But I'm cool with that whole family. I would say I'm cooler with Billy and Don than I am with my own dad's family, outside of my cousin. Like, my dad's family wasn't good. So I'm reading this letter, and this is like a year after he's left her. They've divorced.
Yeah.
I got to read a letter where my dad was pussy whipped by another woman, and it was the funniest thing I've ever read in my life, because he was like, because I've been that way, and now that I'm 40, I can like read something of his and be like, dude, you were a 23-year-old pussy whipped kid.
But also, is the language different? Is it like Leave It to Beaver-ish?
Yes, because what he's saying is he's not like, "Oh, the dome is unbelievable." He's not like, "Oh, I hit it from the back and it just makes me rethink life." Yes. He's not talking like that. He keeps saying, "I wish I want to text my cousin Lisa because she knows the name," because we were making fun of it on the drive home. Because I would randomly make fun of my dad on the drive home by being, I want to say her name was Charlotte or like something like Sharon or something, but he's like, "Oh, Mom, I know what love is now." Yeah, he's like, "I know what love is because of Charlotte. She's shown me who I am and what I could be." And I'm like, "You're 23. I'm looking at the time.
Right.
You're pussy whipped. This is just rebound pussy.
Yes.
You're talking." You're drunk on rebound pussy, and you're acting like it's this life lesson where he goes, "Oh, but she's shown me." He had this line one time, and I just know this because one time I dated a girl years ago when Jay and I first started the bonfire. I dated a girl, and I was so high on her that I went to the bonfire, and I said this sentence, and Jay will confirm it. I went, "She's so good at telling stories." And Jay was smoking, and he goes,
"Oh my God."
Jay was smoking, and he goes, "I bet she's not." Like, that's how he reacted. He goes, "I bet she's not." And I caught that moment, and I was like, that moment was so solidified for me, because I knew I was whipped.
Right.
That reading my dad's language. I'm like, he's whipped. But he said at one point, he goes, you know, sometimes Charlotte will tell me things. And even though it makes me mad, I know she's right. And I know it's to make me better. I was like, ugh.
Yeah, you need to find the letters like a year and a half later.
He's like, that crazy bitch. That crazy bitch was hiding under my bed.
Yes.
Yeah, it's all stuff like that.
Her stories suck.
Oh my God. Oh, you need to do this. I don't need to do this. Shut the fuck up, Charlotte. But it was funny seeing your parents like that. So when your parents die, you get to unlock the mystery.
I gotta unlock the mystery. I gotta find the box with the letters. And they never talk about those letters with my sister and I, but then my nieces, that's a next generation. So they're more open to the grandkids.
Well, they're probably also your sister's kids. They're probably fairy tailing it. Like now that it's a little more distance, you can kind of give it more of like an urban legend, like, oh, your grandpa and I love each other. So, you know, like in a way we're like, I was promised to another man, but
I love your Spanish accent.
But he kept turning his ship around. And you're like, he jumped off the side of the ship. They could lie. They could straight up lie.
Yeah.
You know when they do movies based on true stories and it's always fucking wild?
Always,
That's what they're doing to your niece.
Well, it's funny because my niece goes, where are these letters? And my mom's like, they're in a storage facility, you know, on the second floor or whatever. And I was like, thanks for telling me. Thanks for asking. Ask her more questions because she won't tell me.
Ask her what the split is when she dies. Can we get some numbers on paper here?
But you're right about the fantasy because I grew up thinking like, no joke, this is not even a joke, is that you could date someone 4 times and fall in love.
Not at all.
And I was like, I believed it. I was like, oh my God, if I'm with you for like 6 months, you're the wrong guy.
They're also like, that generation, the boomer generation, it's different because like they didn't know about therapy. They didn't know that you could actually chase your dreams.
Totally.
Because when you talk to them, they go like, why, when I was a kid, my parents said I could do whatever I wanted. I could be president. That's always the thing. President. No one could ever be like, you know, you can be a talk show host. You know, you can do this. Where like now everyone is like, you can be an influencer. It's like the reverse of what our parents grew up with.
Well, even in Spain, my mom was like, you either had to be a nurse, a teacher, or what was the third thing? A social worker.
Yeah, those are all brazzers things now. Yeah. Those are all just things on porn where like you can be a lady that's stuck in a child's home. You can be a lady that's stuck in a dryer. You can be a lady, it's all stuck porn. You can be a stepsister to a really hot guy. And you guys can't touch each other, but your parents are gone. And it's a wet and wild weekend. But you're right. They had like 3 options.
That's all they had.
They had 3 options. I think, and this is me trying to be positive angel's advocate, not a devil's advocate. Maybe your mom's friend would read the letters in English to your mom, and then maybe she would translate the Spanish for your mom. Maybe.
Could be.
I think those letters are going to show how big of a part your mom's friend that spoke English was. Does she address her by name? Does she ever say who that friend was?
There have been mixed stories that it was one of her sisters or that it was just a friend.
Because that's a massive part. If you don't speak Spanish and she doesn't speak English, that's a massive thing that someone needs to bridge.
Right.
So it's either your aunt who made the whole thing happen,
right,
or it's a friend who maybe added some sentences, zhuzhed it up a little in English or Spanish, gave it some flair to make your dad look better or your mom look better.
But what made the relationship last a year and a half, where the 4th time he's like, I'm coming with a ring.
Damn.
I'm coming with a ring and we're getting married.
In Spain?
In Spain. And then I'm taking this woman with me.
How much preparation did she have knowing... Because she's nobody going to take her on the USS Minneapolis. Like, what the fuck? You can't just, like, stow away her. Or they're like...
They're
like, you know, Private Lynch, who the hell is this Spanish woman? And she's like, this my love.
That was hard for my mom's parents. Who the hell are you going with?
On an aircraft carrier?
There's plenty of Spanish hombres here.
You got a lot of hombres.
You got to take this tall, mysterious man?
Yeah, they were probably mad if she would have moved to the Canary Islands. They're like, that's crazy far away. And he's like, no, we're going across the Atlantic.
We're going to Georgia. We're going to Georgia.
Was that where you were born?
My sister. And then they moved again, California, and then it was me.
You got the California energy.
I got California.
Where were you born in California?
Monterey.
Hey, all right.
Yeah.
Shout out. It's enough of the Bay Area. You can rep the Niners if you wanted to.
Yeah, I mean, if I cared.
Go Niners. Bang, bang, Niner gang. You can tell it's playoff season. Everything is about the 49ers. I'm all. And then the 49ers. A letter from a lady that doesn't even speak the language?
That doesn't speak the language.
Damn, how hot was your mom when she was young?
I mean, I'll show you pictures. She's pretty hot. And
it's crazy. The sea is lonely, and your mom must have been smoking hot.
Mom was hot.
That guy's staring out at seagulls and then thinking of a Spanish lady.
But then also, doesn't a guy kind of like a lady who's like, yes?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Why do you think so many men are into Japanese women that are just docile and submissive?
And
there's guys out there.
Much.
There are guys out there that love that shit.
Yeah.
And then there's guys like me that grew up where you're like, what do you do? You know, you want that with a woman. You're like, oh, sometimes the way you talk your shit.
But there is that Spanish temper. There's a Spanish passion.
Yeah. I think your parents are leaving out convenient things. I think you just hit it. The passion. There had to have been something, a kiss, something that like your dad was like, I'm fucking going back there and I'm marrying her.
I'm getting that lady.
And I'm bringing her. How big was your mom's family in Spain?
Pretty big. She's one of 6.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So for them, brothers?
3 brothers.
Older?
A couple older, a couple younger.
Yeah, you got to be. That's scary.
Yeah.
Because you're going into that's a big family from a rural place in a foreign country, and you're taking their hottest commodity.
Right.
To Georgia.
Here's the other thing. My mom met my dad, through these military, through this ship, right? So she met the other guys as well.
Damn, it was like The Bachelor, but with.
So they were all telling her, including the captain, my dad's boss, that Mike's a good man.
That's a good.
So she's getting references. She's getting references
in a language she doesn't understand. She keeps going. Oh, see.
Oh no.
See.
Or see.
Everyone's go. Like what the things they're telling them. Now, if she would have known English, she would have been like, I don't know. He's like, you know what? He never hits a woman in the face, and that's a good thing.
Always from the neck down.
When he punishes a woman, it's a gut punch like a good man, unless she's carrying his child, in which case it's a back slap to let her know not to do that again. And she's like, see.
¿Está bien?
¿Está bien? Oh, sí.
But anyway, so when I started dating, my mom had no concept of what it was like to date.
She goes, where's your man on the ship?
Exactly. It was like given to her on a platter.
Dude, that's wild. So that tells me your mom was top 3 percentile hot of the people she hung out with, because the rules for hots do not apply to us regular folks.
Yeah.
And what I mean is that's a 4-date marry, you're still married. She was the hottest commodity. And your dad was the best guy.
I mean, when I look at them...
Someone Don King that. Someone was like, he's extrubious, he's traveled versus the hottest woman that Spain has ever seen. Yes. There has never been a fire. What's your mom's name?
Montserrat.
All right. Fuck it. That's so Spanish. I can't even repeat that.
Montserrat.
I mean, your dad was watching the sun go down over the ocean holding a letter to his chest going, Montserrat. Like,
Montserrat. I love it.
He was, that's how hot. Your mom was so hot.
I'm going to show you pictures.
Yeah, I believe it.
But anyway, so when I started dating, my mom goes, can't you date someone with references? I'm not kidding. Who know this man to make sure he's a good man? I go, we can't all meet commanders on a ship.
Your dad was a commander?
I mean, eventually, but not when
he was on his way on the up and up.
Yeah.
So there's some of those soldiers were talking so they can get some extra, fucking R&R and stuff. I think some of those people were greasing the wheels with your dad, being like, "Hey, Spanish lady, Mike's great. I want to spend a little more leave time here in Spain." Like to your dad, they go, "Come on, dude, I got you the hottest girl in the bar.
Yes.
Let me go get hammered. Let me go to Portugal.
God.
I want to watch bulls kill a guy.
This is great for the movie.
I mean, this is unbelievable. I'm blown away by old school because it lasted. I hope you're enjoying the episode. February 17th, I am at the Wilbur in Boston. There are 2 shows. First show sold out. Second show, tickets are available. dansoder.com. And then Cleveland Hilarities, February 22nd through the 24th. All at dansoder.com. Let's get back to that episode. What a barn burner. If your parents would have been divorced, my parents broke up when I was 5.
Yeah.
Big deal.
But I mean, besides love, you got to remember Catholics till death do us part.
I mean, my mom, like I said, my mom was raised Irish Catholic, and then she got married in college, and it didn't work out.
Yeah.
And it was a very, how she tells me, very adult, hey, this didn't work. Bye Rick, bye Trish. They went their own way, but my mom was Catholic. She was excommunicated.
Yeah.
So she was done in the Catholic religion.
Right.
That's why I'm Episcopalian. Because it literally is Catholicism with divorce.
Right.
That's all it is. The King of England was like, I want to get divorced.
Right.
But I'm Catholic.
Yeah.
So I'll make up a new religion. Episcopalians, baby. That's why we're here.
Right.
So when you start dating, your mom's just expecting a guy in a crisp military suit to write you letters all the time.
Well,
and shit.
she thinks it's going to happen just like that. I mean, I went about a year without talking to them.
Oh,
went about a year without, and then I wrote my parents a letter
in Spanish that your dad couldn't read. You're like, this is for one of you.
And that's when I said, I'm in therapy. I can't talk to you. You're ruining my life right now. And my mom, that's when my mom wrote back, don't you ever tell us to try therapy.
Wow.
Don't you ever try to tell us. And my dad tried to fix me by saying, let's do group therapy so we can. And I was like, if you need therapy, you go.
Shout out to your dad, though, for at least trying to get some involvement in the therapy.
But he wanted to fix,
Also, but I think old marriages like that are held together because there is no therapy.
I would absolutely agree.
I think the ones that went the distance, there's a reason. They didn't go to a couples therapist.
Yeah, are you kidding? If they went now, things would break.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's brittle.
Yeah, it's brittle.
Yeah.
But what finally happened is that I did military tours.
USO.
And my dad was like, we're fine now.
Really?
That totally made him realize.
You paid your penance.
You're going to Iraq to perform for the troops?
Did you start in New York?
Yes.
People don't realize this. The special Queef Week is out on YouTube right now. You are...
on Mark Norman's channel.
On Mark Norman's channel. Comedy. You are one of those people that I've always been like, is so consistently funny. And your jokes are always so well constructed. And then you talk to you and you're like, oh yeah, you've been through it all. Like... There's people that are good in comedy that get good quick and they don't necessarily have to learn how to write jokes because they're kind of like, I'm a personality. This is what I do. But then you see people where you're like, they've been in the game a while and they've gotten really good at it's like when they talk about fundamentals on an athlete where they're like, their fundamentals are off the charts. There's a very small group of people that I would say that you can watch and go like, they're fun. We just had Chad Daniels on the podcast. Chad Daniels is one of those guys where you're like, the fundamentals are so out of control on you that everything you do outside of that is just extra because your jokes are so good. But like when I watched Queef Week, I was like, all these bits are so good because they're just like, you're writing jokes. And I love that shit. But you could tell that you came up in New York.
Oh, you can?
Yeah, because you can like... Because I did 2 years in Tucson, but I had to completely restart when I moved here.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my God, everyone's got like jokes. Like they've got jokes.
Yeah.
Like everything has a purpose.
Well, I didn't know I was going to do stand-up. I moved to New York to pursue acting, and then I fell into stand-up, and I was like, oh my God, what's this? And then just fell in love with the idea of a joke.
You didn't have a preconceived notion of coming here to do stand-up?
No, I didn't even follow comedians. People were like Lenny Bruce, and I was like, who's that? Like,
oh, really?
I
was one of those open mic
one.
nerds that would have gotten so mad. I'd have been like, you mean you don't even know Bill Hicks's rant in E minor? And you'd be like, no. And I'd be like, what about Nick Swartzen's first Comedy Central presents? And you like never saw it. I'd be like, ugh.
But that made me feel so behind.
And let me tell you right now, as one of those guys, I'm sorry. Because I didn't realize how lame I was being. Because like I was, when you're a big comedy nerd and you get into comedy, you care too much.
But I was so jealous of every comic I met in New York was like, yeah, my dad used to listen to, George Carlin records. And I'm like, I could ask my dad right now who George Carlin was, and he would be confused.
What was your entertainment in the house?
Spanish music.
That's so funny. You go, I like the B guy.
Julio Iglesias
Dude,
and 60 Minutes.
That's so funny.
I mean, I'm
sorry,
comedy.
I'm a morally safer girl. I like a good, give me a breakdown from Andy Rooney at the end.
Yes.
All your stand-up goes, you know what I don't like? Doors. Why are they there?
But there was no comedy in our house.
At all.
No, it was... we would watch Saturday Night Live.
Standard. Everyone did.
But even when I saw like Seinfeld and Everybody Loves Raymond and Bill Cosby, I didn't know he was a comedian when I watched the Hudson
show?
Bowls.
You just thought he was a good dad?
I thought he was a good dad. I didn't know that much, but I knew that Seinfeld was, but only because he would have those clips.
You do stand up at the beginning and the end.
Yeah.
And
but then when I moved to New York.
That made me want to move to New York.
This is the most embarrassing thing that I can say about stand up. I came to New York and one of my friends, who is not a comic, whoever I lived, like a friend of a friend.
Sure.
She's like, let's go see a comedy show. And I was like, what's that? And I went to a stand up show. And I was only here for acting, so
Sure.
I knew what performing was.
Sure.
But I watched, and I wish I remembered who was on the show. I know it was New York Comedy Club back when Al owned it, because...
Let me tell you right now, what Emilio did to that club,
Yeah.
what it used to be, it was a fight club.
Oh,
It was a fight club for words. You're like, I'm going to go in here and I know I'm going to get the shit kicked out of
and
me.
there'd be like a rat running across the stage.
But I might get a good punch off.
But you'll get a good...
If I can hit someone hard,
Yeah.
I know I'm going to get hit hard.
And there was that tiny room. There was like a bathroom where they performed.
That was my first set in New York. Was if you did the open mic
Yeah.
at New York Comedy Club and you did well enough,
Yeah.
you got to do a guest spot on the Latino show with that side room with the mirror in front of you, and all you could look to was the sides.
Yes.
I remember that clear as day.
But I went to a show on 24th Street. So we're talking 20 years ago.
Yeah.
And I watched whoever was on stage, and I was like, totally did not know they wrote jokes. I thought they just talk like that.
Now,
And
don't feel bad about that.
Really?
I loved comedy my whole
Yeah.
life. I understood that there were jokes. I knew what jokes were. But there was a part of my brain, I started stand-up, my first open mic, I was like 20 or 21.
Yeah.
I thought you really went up there and just ranted.
Yeah.
I thought you went up there and were like, oh, this is how I'm feeling. This is what I really thought when someone went, this happened to me on the way here. My dumb ass for the longest time thought something happened to him on the way there.
But and I saw.
I truly did. I was the same.
Me too.
I was like,
after
damn, this guy had a day.
And I was like, how can you be so funny? You're like this 24/7.
Yeah.
And then I was jealous. I was like, fuck you. What? I was so jealous. It was kind of like seeing a supermodel. Like, you would just see a model on a train and be like, fuck you.
Yeah.
Like, you probably get up and look like that.
Yeah, you don't realize that she's had her finger down her throat since 6 in the morning getting out last night's dinner. And that she can't fucking...
But when you just think God gives you something on a platter, I thought that about comics. I was like, oh, you're just funny.
I think a lot of people...
Just funny.
I think one of the first people that... really dispelled that myth or like got rid of that myth was Michael Jordan, because when Michael Jordan was popular, when I was growing up, Michael Jordan was the man and he was playing and everyone was like, he's God's gift to basketball, which he was, but not until later, until he retired. And he was pretty vocal about it while he was playing, but it really got set in stone that he was like, I worked harder than everybody.
Yeah.
I just went nonstop and I was the first to show up, last to leave. That kind of like mentality, it wasn't as forefront as it is now. Like everyone knows, like that guy probably works his ass off. That guy's probably constantly doing that. But when we were younger and growing up, there was this like, oh, that's just a God-given ability.
Right.
And you're just like blessed.
Yeah.
And and it's no effort.
No, and also like, if you watch everyone like Michael Jordan or the British soccer player, I just saw his documentary, Beckham.
Yeah.
Or even like the Williams sisters.
Yeah.
Like they all had like a parent who was like, get your fucking ass outside and you're doing this again. Like, I grew up with like, you don't like tennis? Well, try swimming.
Yeah.
And then you don't get anywhere.
My mom was like this. What? I go, I suck at this. She goes, okay.
Fine.
I want to play baseball. Yeah. It was always that. What? Okay. I'm bankrupt and trying to keep us in a home. And I'm like, I don't like baseball. She's like, yeah, fucking who cares?
Who cares?
Who cares? It really is like, you know, there's something about people that are so good at something that they make it look effortless.
Yeah.
You really question if it does more good than bad. Because you're like,
yeah.
There's a lot of us that are suicidal because it looks so easy.
Right.
I watch Nate Bargatze do stand-up.
Yeah.
And I go like, you just woke up and came up with that bit? And he's like, no. I ran that. Like, he builds it. But he builds it in a way that looks effortless.
But he looks like he never sucked.
I know.
Like,
and I don't know if he
just
really...
good.
I've watched... I mean, you remember The World at Broadway?
Oh my God, yes.
Trust me. I watched him. We all watched each other have bad ones in that room.
Yeah.
Where you're like, there's nothing you can do. This is a black hole of momentum. Good luck.
But I loved that room because you could do anything.
Anything. I tried playing the piano one night.
Really?
I was bombing so hard for all those tourists from Times Square. I was like, I'm gonna let's see if I'm a piano act. That's how much they had me doubting myself. And there's a piano to the side. I go, fuck it. I'm gonna try to play the piano.
First and last piano act.
I was like, nope, not happening. Something from the special that I've wanted, because I'm like the opposite of you in this case, where you have a joke about your boyfriend's son and about how he doesn't like you and how you guys play World of Warcraft. I have done countless jokes about my mom dating my mom's boyfriends. I've done jokes about girls I've dated. It's never breached the subject of someone I love's kid. Did you tell the kid you were doing jokes about?
No.
Has he seen them?
No.
You sure?
I told my boyfriend, because I did jokes about him on The Tonight Show.
Yeah.
And my boyfriend did this like blast to his family, like a text blast to his family.
Warning? He Paul revered him?
He was like,
the jokes are coming. The jokes are coming.
He's like, Carmen's on The Tonight Show tonight.
Don't worry.
I was like, why did you do that?
Yeah, Jimmy Fallon laughs at everything. Don't worry.
Yeah,
he doesn't even mean it.
I was like, what if he watches it? And they're not like, I don't think they're like super mean.
No,
right?
but they are like, here's the thing is, they are honest. And
They're honest.
And when you're honest, it's uncomfortable sometimes.
Yeah, I'm just hoping he never sees them.
He will.
He will one day.
He knows what you do, right?
He does, but we never talk about it.
14-year-old, he's 14. He's grown up on the internet.
Yeah.
He's going to find it. He's probably watching this. What's up, dude? Do good in school. Also,
we just went to Disney World and had a great time. So whatever happened on my special, please forgive me.
Do you remember by the log ride where I said you're a really cool kid and you were like, hey, I'm really glad my dad found you? Fucking keep that energy, kid.
No, but
keep that energy when you watch Queef Week.
In all honesty, I adore him. I really do. And I understand that only single kids.
Yeah, I'm an only child of divorce. We call ourselves OCs.
OCs?
Only children.
Only children. I have like an extra, like, it hurts my soul that they don't have a sibling.
Well, I had a half sister, who was my dad's from the first marriage.
Right.
But I was 1 through 10, completely alone, had heard rumors of her, heard whispers.
Yeah.
But finally my mom was like, your sister's got to be in your life. Like, you have a half sister. And immediately you're like, oh, this is why having a sibling's awesome.
Right.
Because you go like, hey, they're nuts. And they go, yeah, they're nuts.
They have someone to share with.
Yeah, my therapist called it confirming your reality. You have someone there to confirm your reality. To be like, hey, mom coming home drunk. That sucks, right? And they're like, mm-hmm. But when you're an only child, you go like...
You do it in the mirror.
Yeah, well, I started making drinks for her. Really? I was trying to find ways to jump the route. I was trying to find ways to be like, yeah, she's nuts when she walks in. I don't want to fucking deal with this. If I have a drink for her and I go up to my room and leave everyone alone and let them decompress, I won't be. You're like, as an only child, especially if you have a parent that drinks too much, you kind of find this way of like, how do I take myself out of danger? How do I take myself out of any like that? And when you're an only child, you're very creative. Because your brain is unchecked. There's no governor. There's no brother or sister there to be like, you're fucking weird. You just be weird.
You came out so normal.
Sure.
I mean, pretty sane for an only child.
I mean, I had I've got addictions. I've got a lot of shit that's not I've been in therapy for 12 or 13 years now.
Yeah, same.
And that's why I say it's mandatory.
Oh, yeah.
If that would have gone unchecked, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. I know we wouldn't be sitting here right now.
But the other thing about being an only child is selfishly, I spend less time with my boyfriend because he's got to spend time with his kids. So if there was another kid, we could be like, you two go play.
Oh, absolutely.
While we hang out.
And I understand that.
Yeah.
Because you're kind of like, but that's also, that means you've picked a good man. Because there's a lot of only children whose dads, girlfriends are like, yeah, fuck that kid. And the dad's like,
he is
right?
a good man. Yeah.
He's like, Charlotte really showed me that the pussy above family. Oh, Mom, I can't wait for you to meet her the way she...
Do you still have those letters?
Yeah, it's at my grandma's. I'll get it.
Oh,
I'll have you back on and we'll read letters to each other.
Please, I got to find the letters.
You know what? I felt embarrassed for my dad, but then after me and Lisa, my cousin, were making jokes on the drive home, being like, oh, if Charlotte was here, I got to find her the news. Because, dude, it's embarrassing.
Oh, my God.
It's like the generation after us. We're not having kids, so I don't have to worry about this. But like my friends' kids are going to be able to access their emails. They're like,
oh, yeah.
They're going to find sexts. They're going to find like crazy shit.
Yeah.
No way. No thanks. I'm glad that
no kids here.
Yeah, you don't want to find... Imagine if you would have found... Imagine this is 50 years from now, and you find your dad's Snapchat to your mom.
Ew.
Where she's like, ¿Qué onda? And it's just him being like, like him naked in the boat.
That would never happen. It would never. My dad would never.
And he's like, hey, I got a cruise missile for you. And it's like him naked on the ship.
I know everyone thinks a military man is like that, but I can definitely say
you're telling me they're on a ship.
My father is not.
Mike was a horny boy.
Mike would not show his missile to Montserrat.
He absolutely did. He showed his tomahawk. He let him know. He let him know what there's. Dude, I'm telling you right now. Here's the thing, and I think every guy in the military is horny. I think the level of Navy horny is more
because he was on a submarine for a long time.
I mean, trapped, and
he's tall. Like, how hard is that to be on a submarine? What are you, 6'2"?
Yeah,
he was 6'2".
I was 6'3". Yeah.
Okay, so picture yourself in a submarine.
And my hips are hurting.
And you gotta jerk it.
But if I had that sweet Spanish peach. My little Catalonia bag.
Hola, señorita, soy Montserrat.
Oh my God, dude.
Está Miguel.
They were letting him out of that iron tube, and he was just cranking it to your mom. It was just to a letter. A letter he didn't even understand. He's like, fuck,
I
don't even fucking know what this means. God damn, all these squiggly lines are gonna make me blow.
That's so romantic. Our next Hallmark movie.
Yeah, dude, that's so fucking funny. I'm so intrigued by your parents falling in love without being able to communicate.
It's crazy.
Caveman love. They have legit caveman love.
It's caveman love.
Meh. And they're like, meh. Yeah, and he never learned.
I mean, he can understand it now.
So when you guys are talking shit about him.
Now he could probably understand. So my sister and I use code. We'll like break words into like half words. Like,
does your mom know? If you and your sister are doing that, or your mom, like, don't talk about your dad like that.
They're too old to like understand.
Got it.
You know when they're just too tired?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Past 73.
Yeah.
I really think that's the age.
They're 80. They don't.
Post 73, they're zapped.
Yeah.
My mom just wants to do what needs to be done and sit down and have a drink.
That's all they care about is Advil and their meds. And
sitting down and making
News.
this noise. I just want to sit down and go like, fuck, I'm old.
Yeah.
But I get it. But that's fucking crazy. That's very interesting. I've never met someone whose parents could not communicate. And how long have they been together? Like, what is it?
It's been over 50 years. Yeah.
That's massive.
Yeah, it's a long ass time.
When your parents are married that long, this is just coming from an OC.
Yeah.
COD, childhood divorce. I'm an OC.
I'm an OC. These.
Your dad
Only
will know with all these
divorce.
acronyms because of his military background. I'm an OC COD. Do you or your sister feel pressure to have a relationship that lasts that long?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It was pressure to find true love because I did think that this was like Cinderella. Like I believed Cinderella.
Well, and the way they tell it to you, when your parents are telling you that, you think this is just how This is how everything is.
And then you hear your friends go, your parents did what?
Yeah.
That's so romantic. And then you go as a little girl it is.
Yeah, it's a fairy tale.
I got to find me a guy like that.
Yeah. My fairy tale when I was a kid, I was like, wow, so every kid gets to pick which parent they want to live with in court? I get to go.
See, there is something really cool about having 2 Christmases.
Yeah, if both parents are in your life, it is.
Yeah.
The people keep bringing up 2 Christmases. The whole point of 2 Christmases is both parents have to be active in your life.
That's true.
If one is not talking to you, there ain't no Christmas. It's another missed holiday.
Yeah. No, but I did think that it was easy to fall in love and quickly.
Yeah.
Because of what I had heard about them.
Have you been married before?
No.
Okay. That was going to be a question.
I went the opposite way. I was like, I don't want to get married.
Because I wonder, I think a lot of people in that situation would be like, rush into a marriage and be like, no, then it just works. You just work it out.
Well, the weird thing is my sister.
Now work it out.
My sister did exactly what my parents did. So she met a guy overseas. So instead of like a Spanish woman and an American guy,
just a Russian that can't speak English. She's like, and she goes, come to America.
But she did the same thing. Fell in love with a Spanish guy.
Really?
But now the difference is my sister was fluent in both languages. There's email. There's flights all the time.
Yeah.
So my mother freaked out when my sister did it.
She didn't like it?
No.
Really?
She's like,
even her own countrymen.
She goes, do you know what you're getting yourself into?
Spanish men are tenacious
lovers. And I go, Mom,
lovers.
tell us. What happened? What, it wasn't a fairy tale after all? Tell us.
Oh, she goes, the Spanish men, they pinch your butt and you need to run away.
She's like, it's the hardest thing you'll ever do. You will never see your family again.
That's what I mean with when you get to those letters, you're going to see some real shit. Because your parents, what we were talking about with our parents being older and they hold stuff down.
Yeah.
Your mom had to leave her home.
Her home. With a guy she barely knew.
With Mike.
And she said, I'm lucky it worked out. It could have been really bad, Carmen. And I was like, ew.
Which means there were trials and tribulations. But your mom made it happen. God, the grit of that generation. We would lose a world war.
Yeah.
Our generation would absolutely lose a world. If China and Iran, if it turns up to be World War III, us versus them, we're going to get fucking rolled. Because we're going to be like, but I feel like you guys are being mean. And back then they're like, so you must go with this man on his Navy ship to America and then just make it work.
Okay. But you had to, like, what is a nurse going to do? Like,
and it worked out. You know, they got 2 kids out of it. One of them's a comedian. They learned about that real quick.
And then the other one left as quickly as she possibly could.
Got a Spanish man.
With a Spanish man. And now she's going through, I can't believe I can't see mom and dad a lot. I feel guilty.
Is she in Spain?
Oh, yeah. She married my same thing. It literally was the same thing.
Wait, really? So she went over there?
She went over there. It was exactly the same story. But you're talking now about someone who's fluent.
Yeah, but I don't care.
Emails.
I don't care. Let's talk about the fact that Spain as a country was like, you take her, but give us one back. And then they're like, okay. And then they got it back, and now they're like, we're square.
Yeah.
That's nuts. I didn't know your sister lives in Spain.
And now she's got the whole guilt thing because she's going through what my mom went through. When my mom's mom got sick in her 80s.
And your mom is here.
And my mom is here.
Did she go back?
Very hard. Yeah, but I mean...
That's big travel.
It's a big travel. So now my sister coming here is going through that.
Is your mom sick?
I mean, they're old. They're like...
older.
And
are they in California still?
They're in Virginia.
Okay, easier travel. Because I'm thinking, I mean, imagine how hard that is to go to California all the way to Spain.
Oh my God, no.
You're like, you got to cross a country, a giant country and an ocean?
And an ocean, no.
That's fucking nuts.
Yeah, but still...
I think you need to hire him when you guys get the letters and you need to go to that storage facility. I want to see that. And
read them.
I want to see the unboxing.
Yeah.
I want to see all of it. I want to see how the fuck your dad got your mom to come to America off not knowing your language. I find that fascinating.
Yeah.
That's the pull of the century.
With no
Mr.
Snapchat.
Lynch, you're pimp of the century.
Montserrat, you're hot.
And name I can never say, you are top 3 percentile hot in Spain. You are, but you know what? They got your daughter. So really it was a trade.
And here I am.
Yeah. And then the American one's like, You guys want to talk about pussy farts?
And 20 years of therapy.
Yeah. Queef Week is available now on YouTube. Go follow Carmen Lynch on all social media, Twitter, Instagram. You've been around the whole time I've been here. You've been nothing but awesome to hang out with.
Thank you.
Talk to.
You're the best.
I appreciate you coming on the podcast.
Can I just yell out my Instagram?
Yeah.
At Carmen Comedian. And Queef Week is on Mark Norman's YouTube. And you know how you say Queef Week in Spanish?
How?
Somebody told me, because they don't have the word queef.
I bet.
It's pedo vaginal. La semana del pedo vaginal.
That's insane.
Too much. That's too long.
It's like 8 words for just
La
2.
semana del pedo vaginal on Mark Norman's YouTube channel.
You're listening to Queef Week. Remember how they used to do on rap things? It's Maybach music. That's yours. It's Queef Week. Check it out. You're hilarious, and thanks for coming.
Thank
and
you
hanging out.
so much.
Absolutely.